It does look like he's had now, but as we said, we've have a new leader, and it's Jake Perrin, and he's broken away from these men, but a really strong contingent of men here today.
Yeah, Brogan Austin is really excited to be back. He's had a lot of injuries, and we're going to talk about this throughout the day. Injuries are so hard for all levels of athletes, but he was really excited to come out here. He's got that 101.52 for his PR, but he said he was just thrilled to be back racing, and so I think we're going to see some new names, but also see some of the older names. I know that there's a lot of Minnesota guys that are hoping to get to the tape first, but right now it's all Jake Perrin. He's actually quite a ways out.
And we've got some history of the 35th Gary Bjorklund Half Marathon here. The inaugural Gary Bjorklund won the inaugural Grandma's Marathon in 1977. We had the opportunity to chat with him on Friday, actually Thursday, but he said the reason why he keeps coming back is because of the youth. And he said that they could only use his name for the half if they promised to continue to give back to youth programs. And that's what he loves so much about the Young Athletes Foundation, which is connected to Grandma's Marathon. And I think we're getting a nice look of the half here as of 3.1 miles. Such a beautiful turnout. Wow, I love to see so many people come out for this race.
I mean, what a morning. We had the thunderstorms last night. I don't know if you heard it. I woke up at 3:45, and it seemed like, ooh, maybe the weather was going to be bad, but it's absolutely gorgeous. And I have to say, this race started in 1991, and I was, Duluth, and so I remember when it started. I remember friends running it. I thought it was too far to run, ironically. But it really added so much to Grandma's Marathon weekend because it added a whole new group of people that would come out and enjoy the race day.
Yeah, for sure.
And we all got to be here last year and see 2 course records broken. Tabella Ramakangona for the men in just 17 seconds over 1 hour. And then Annie Frisbee at 1 hour and 7 minutes, 33 seconds. That was such a fun one because Annie and Dakota Popane had raced each other kind of neck and neck through that one, and that was a really fun friendship for them, with Annie coming out on top with the record-winning time as well. That was a really, really exciting race, so I hope to see that again this year.
Yeah, I think this course can be really fast, but the key is you have to get on it from the gun, right? And I think when you have Dakota and Annie actually racing each other, it just elevates each other, and that's why we saw such a fast time last year.
And not surprising to see Annie go out a little bit harder, maybe. I mean, she is one to attack, and I thought it was really neat yesterday how Dakota said the half marathon, you can be a little reckless, right? That was the word she used. And it was really kind of interesting to hear reckless. And, she is more of this longer distance runner, right? So she runs the marathon, and you do have to be a little more calculated maybe, or a little bit more patient. So it was fun to hear her say that. But I would have to say, of the two, and they're very good friends of mine, Annie might be the one to say, I'm going to be a little more reckless because she has a little bit more of that natural fast twitch. Like, she likes to go a little shorter distance. So, yeah,
it's funny when you're talking about distance runners because you say Annie's the one with the speed.
Yeah, exactly.
But Dakota's been to the Olympics. Yeah, they're both marathoners. Yeah.
Right. I know. It's so fun. I love that story, the rivalry of those two. And, even Dakota said, maybe someone should trip her. Yeah. Because she knew that Annie was ready to have a good day.
Yeah, the big hug at the end was what did it for me. That was absolutely beautiful. And there's a chance we could see some record-winning times this year as well. We're going to expect this wind off the lake to continue all throughout the day. So that could help a lot. But we have some really exciting feature stories about some of our friends who are running Grandma's Marathon. That will be coming up. This is the 49th Grandma's Marathon presented by ASICS. We will be right back.
Concepts of Minnesota transform your home with 80% off installation. Save on windows, doors, baths, showers, and tub-to-shower conversions, plus patio doors. Call today and get 80% off installation, plus no interest and no payments for 18 months. And with every free estimate, Window Concepts will give you a $50 Target gift card.
Call Window Concepts at 866-800-8274 or log on to windowconceptsmn.com.
Every day, Minnesota students learn and grow thanks to our excellent public school system. And every year, our schools receive millions from the state's Permanent School Fund, which earns money through school trust lands. This school year, the fund will distribute a record $48.9 million across hundreds of schools. Rents and royalties from iron ore mining and taconite leases contribute the most, nearly 70%. Minnesota Mines, supported by Minnesota Mines.
Two full hours of massy laughs.
What about rank? Can I help it if I'm not as rank as you?
WDIO DT Duluth, WIRT DT Hibbing. Is live coverage of the 49th Grandma's Marathon, presented by ASICS.
Welcome to Grandma's Marathon here on WDIO. Me, Kara, and Carrie, we will be here all the way through the end here with all of your finishers from the Gary Bjorklund Half Marathon, the Grandma's Full Marathon, but we also have some fun stories. We were just talking about Dakota Popane and Annie Frisbee and their amazing friendship. Well, they kicked off Grandma's Marathon weekend yesterday with a morning shakeout run. It was at 9 a.m. and it was open to the public at the Duluth Running Company. Popane is the 2024 U.S. Olympian, two-time Grandma's Marathon champion. Annie Frisbee, the Gary Bjorklund Half Marathon winner last year and event record holder. Let's see what they did to shake everything out ahead of Grandma's Marathon.
Seemed like so many people came out to run with us, and it was just awesome to have so many people coming out to experience Duluth, and a lot of first-timers who are here for their first Grandma's Marathon, and I'm just happy to share my favorite city and my favorite race with them.
Running behind two of the world's most recognized runners doesn't sound like a bad warm-up for Grandma's Marathon. Friday morning served as not only a chance to meet Dakota Popane and Annie Frisbee, two Grandma's Marathon legends, but to get the legs working before the real deal. Having been all around the world, it's Duluth that these two runners continue to return to.
I feel like everyone has sort of like a personal connection to it, whether they've run it themselves or they have family or friends who have run it, or they just live in the area and kind of witness it. Seems like everyone sort of has their own personal story, and so I think that really rallies everyone together. Feels special to everyone. Whether you're racing, spectating, volunteering, everything. It feels like everyone comes together for it.
Duluth feels like home to me. I'm not from Duluth, I'm from St. Francis, 2 hours south of here, but every time I come back, it feels like I'm coming home. So I just really love to come back every year, and I think help try to build up what Grandma's Marathon is.
A quick 5K from the Duluth Running Company to the lift bridge and back was more than enough for runners to get their fair share of exercising. It's a busy weekend for everyone involved, some of whom are either in Duluth for the first time, racing for the first time, or a combination of the two. Some advice for those in that category?
Finding your rhythm early on, enjoying the miles that still feel relatively relaxed, and then just bracing yourself for when the pain does set in. But also, it's such a beautiful race too, so I remember last year trying to soak up the scenery a little bit when I was really hurting, trying to distract myself with, a beautiful water view.
For WDIO Sports, I'm Spencer Pierce.
I love what she said about the scenery. I know asking a lot of returners, they say that that's why they love coming back to Duluth for this course. It's so beautiful for the scenic route, and even a lot of people who also run Twin Cities, they're like, this is a nice change pace.
It's absolutely beautiful. When I ran the half here a few times, people would say, your city is beautiful. This is such a beautiful half. And I would think, thanks, I didn't do it. But it is pretty amazing.
You wanted to take the credit.
Yeah. Hey, you got it when they offer it.
Yeah, and it is so beautiful, but you do have to be ready for anything. And we just want to give a big shout out to Dick Beardsley, who is going to be on the broadcast with us. Minnesota brings you all kinds of weather, and they had some bad storms, so he had to go home last night. But shout out to you, Dick, and everyone in Bemidji. It sounds like they had some bad storms last night.
Yeah, I wish you could be here with us, Dick. And best, wishes to everybody who had some storm damage or anything that could have happened with those storms. We're happy we can be here and running this Grandma's Marathon this year and our half marathon, and glad all the runners could make it out for those who were able to come out to the Duluth area. Yeah, it's really exciting. I know we're hitting about the 41-minute mark in the half marathon, so for those waiting for our first finisher, we've got just about 20 minutes probably, I would say, maybe even less.
Looks like we have a little bit of an update that Annie is still out in front on the women's side. She's 5 seconds up, though, so Dakota Popane is starting to close in. She can hear her coming.
I love that. Yeah, we got a nice look just at what you'll see when, I love when all the cowbells start rolling when everyone comes on through the downtown Canal Park areas here in Duluth. We will have much more for you guys. We're going to talk a lot more about the Gary Bjorklund Half Marathon, but we're also going to talk with Grandma's Marathon Marketing Director, Zach Schneider. That will be coming up all after this short break. This is your 49th Grandma's Marathon presented by ASICS, and we will be right back.
Community College. Bold careers begin here. A fall classic you won't want to miss. Tamarack Health Whistle Stop Marathon, October 11th.
Reporting.
To make it easier for developers, the city of Duluth has adjusted certain regulations.
Lifestyle show.
Well, how about this? We are camping out in the studio today.
Sports.
The team of 3rd to 6th graders has a new place to call home.
And of course, weather.
It's time now to jump into this winter's forecast.
Recognized with 7 Severide Awards. Everything you're looking for is right here. WDIO News is with you for life.
The Lift is a show for you.
It is a beeswax, resin, and pigment medium.
Trying just to remain in that moment because so often we're like thinking of all the things we have to do.
This is very appropriate to celebrate the 20th anniversary.
I wanted to just foster creativity in all forms in this space.
Elevate your afternoons with The Lift.
Named Best Lifestyle Show, The Lift. Weekdays at 4:30 on WDIO. WDIO-DT Duluth, WIRT-DT Hibbing. This is live coverage of the 49th Grand Moz Marathon, presented by ASICS.
Welcome back. Thanks for joining us here. We're right along Harbor Drive, and it's not just the three of us that are bringing you coverage of Grandma's Marathon. We're also being joined at the finish line by WDIO sports reporter Spencer Pierce, and I know he has a unique perspective there at the finish line. Spencer, just talk about the environment down there. I know it's a little bit early, but it's usually already pretty exciting.
Yeah, it's hustling, it's bustling here. And who better to speak to than the man himself, Zach Schneider. Zach, obviously a 30-minute late start today. What kind of went into that decision to push everything back?
Yeah, honestly, it was a pretty easy decision with the storms we were looking at. They rolled in basically right at 3 o'clock, and the radar showed that they were going to move out of the area pretty quickly. But it was pretty nasty from 3 until maybe 4:15, 4:30, all the way up the race course. So this is part of the protocol that we talk about. We have a 30-minute delay process. It's not an easy one, but the decision in the end was pretty easy. And ultimately, we're fortunate that that storm didn't roll through at 10 or 11 in the morning, because it would have been a much different story.
Right, and it's easy when you're prepared like you guys are. Another year, another Grandma's. What's going to make this Grandma's maybe more special than some other in the past?
Well, I feel like just having the race, just like last year, it feels good just to be out here. Actually, the weather is going to be pretty good. It might get a little warm later on. We'll deal with that. But whenever you go through something like that, just being out here and seeing people cross the finish line is going to be good. And it's a good feeling that we're able to have the race and keep the drumbeat going to next year in the 50th.
Absolutely, and we spoke with runners all week, obviously, and whether they're from Kenya or they're from down the street or if they're from Alaska, everyone said this feels like home. What is it about this marathon that kind of offers that?
Yeah, I think just the way the community rallies around it, right? Last year it was cold and wet, and the volunteers and the community still showed up with smiles on their faces to cheer on the runners and support them. This year will be no different, even though we went through a little bit of stress this morning. Everybody got what we needed up and running. The essential services are here, even though it might not be exactly what we want it to look like or feel like. In some areas, the essential services are there. We're going to get to have the race, and we know we work all year for this too. We don't want anything to go poorly on race day. We know the participants work hard for this, and so it'll be exciting to see them finish today.
You ready?
Yeah, of course.
All right, we're ready. You guys ready?
Absolutely, we are ready. Thank you so much, Spencer. And thank you, Zach. It was also his birthday yesterday.
Yes, it was.
So happy birthday, Zach Schneider. You guys said that you do have an update on the half marathon for who's closing in.
We do. On both sides, the race is looking really well. So we had Jake Perrin quite a bit in the lead in the men's half, but now we're seeing someone close that gap, Carrie.
Yeah, Murphy Smith, who's running what we believe is his first marathon here, or half marathon, excuse me. He's more of a middle distance guy. He comes from the Naval Academy, and he's a 3,000-meter steeplechaser and also 5,000-meter runner, but now running 13.1, and he is definitely closing in about 11 seconds behind Jake Perrin.
Talk about you guys, of course, both with your extensive running and racing experiences. How helpful is it to have someone kind of right there with to chase?
I mean, I think it's huge.
It's so helpful. It's easy to sort of slacken, like kind of lay back when you're just in the front. It's harder to push. But when you have someone to focus on, it's almost like you forget that you're in pain and you're just zeroed in on that person.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that, even looking at the third place athlete, Mo Body, he's from the Twin Cities. And to know that he's got these guys that have come in to actually come to Grandma's from different states and, a lot of times different countries, it's important for them to be able to race other people and not just get stuck with racing the same people. And, I know like a Mo Body, he wants to elevate his game. He runs for Augsburg, but he's training now with Minnesota Distance Elite, the elite team out of Minnesota. And, he really wants to be known as a really, really good runner, and he is a very good runner. So this is his time. So surrounding yourself with other athletes out there, not getting in no man's land is huge.
Talk about, for those who may have never run a half marathon, what is the training and what is the strategy that you would perhaps implement for this Gary Bjorklund half marathon?
I mean, I think a half marathon is such a great distance. It doesn't feel as overwhelming as the full, but it's still a long distance race. You still have to have a lot of strength. I think when I ran here in the half, it's rolling hills, which is really nice because it changes up the muscle groups that you're using. But you have to save something for those last couple miles because that's where all the turns are. So you've kind of gotten in this rhythm of just running straight ahead, and now you're on tired legs. And so you want to make sure you save something for those last couple miles.
And those turns, you can kind of hide a little bit. So people can get some distance on you. So you need to make sure that you stick together as much as you can. I mean, I can remember when you were running and you were going for that record, you were all alone. You were all by yourself, so you didn't have to worry about people. But when you have a group like this closing in on you, you have to start thinking about, how am I going to finish this race? And it does become sort of like a sprint.
Yeah, and that's what's kind of fun about Dakota and Annie Frisbee, Dakota Popane, because they both know the course really well, and they both run really, really fast here, and they are very close. It looks like Dakota's closed the gap a little bit on Annie Frisbee, so we have two great races on our hands.
Actually, I just pulled it up. Dakota has now gone into the lead.
Oh, wow.
They are together. They're running together, which they love to do. But, yeah, interesting that maybe Dakota took it a little easier. The humidity could have played a factor there. And
she was really, really busy yesterday.
Yeah.
I talked to
she
her.
Was.
She said, when I come to Duluth, I want to do all the things. I love the community so much. But she maybe had a little conservative start because she is a little bit more worn down. Dakota is going for history, Carrie, today.
Yes, she is. She could be the first person to win the half and the full. So
she has
lots
extra
of
motivation.
She does have extra
she ran
motivation.
With her dad. Let's mention Sean. Oh my gosh, how fun was that?
Yes.
So she ran the Shakeout run, which we just saw, and then she came back and ran the 5K with her dad, his first 5K ever.
Oh
so,
wow!
Yes,
and then she went to the press conference, and then she went to the keynote speaking event. So Dakota is the woman of the weekend.
Yeah, she was everywhere.
Exactly.
You ran the 5K.
Yes, I did. I beat Dakota. I just want to say we're 1-0, and I'm allowed to say it because she said it.
Yeah.
No, that was awesome. I ran. I was really excited to run and just be. I just want to be a part of it.
I know.
And so it was. I didn't have a great day, but I had a great time.
Yeah, and Colt was out there.
Yeah, my son ran.
Yeah.
He ran awesome. Yeah,
I did. He ran pretty fast.
He did. He did.
Say that.
He did
so
great.
That's the thing about Grandma's Marathon. It's a whole weekend. For those who maybe finish watching at 10:30 when we wrap up about then, you can come on down and enjoy all the festivities in Bayfront Festival Park. But don't go anywhere because we're going to have that Gary Bjorklund Half Marathon finisher coming up in just a few minutes. This is the 49th Grandma's Marathon presented by A6, and we will be right back.
Unbreakable spirit. You roam on paths called impossible. Own a legend. Toyota Trucks.
Right now, lease a new 2025 Tacoma SR5 for $299 a month. Toyota. Let's go places.
Keyport Liquor, now open in Duluth.
We're in heart failure here, and now his liver was failing.
Decades ago, he tried cutting-edge equipment and embraced its potential.
It was kind of a new thing. You were like the third person to try it. Were you nervous?
I loved it. It gave him a chance to get a new heart. Now, 30 years later, he's outlived expectations.
Who was the doctor that said you were one son of a gun?
Hear how organ donation saved his life. Wednesday on WDIO News at 5.
Seeing young girls excited about the weather, excited about science, really warms my heart because that's something that I look back and I remember.
Teaching them safety, teaching them the basics, and then being a positive role model.
A lot of STEM fields are challenging, and that's something that deters people, but I do think it's important to see women as experts in different fields of science.
Having a career that's science related is rewarding because it draws from the part of me that wants to make a difference in the community.
WDIO Storm Track Weather.
I'm Sierra Ness. Thank you for choosing Good Morning Northland.
Dear unbreakable spirit, you roam on paths called impossible. Own a legend. Toyota Trucks.
Right now, get $3,000 cash back on a new 2025 Tundra. Toyota. Let's go places.
WDIO DT Duluth, WIRT DT Hibbing. This is live coverage of the 49th Grandma's Marathon, presented by A6.
Welcome back to Grandma's Marathon right here on WDIO. We are just over 2 miles away from seeing our Gary Bjorklund Half Marathon men's finishers. You guys have been tracking who's in the lead. What have we been seeing now?
Well, we have a little bit of a lead change. Jake Perrin, who led for most of this race so far, he is now back into 4th position, but Murphy Smith is up in the front, and he's put a little bit of distance on Mo Body, who I was just mentioning. He is the Minnesota guy from Augsburg. So yeah, lots of changes happening, and they're getting close.
This is the exciting time. We will soon see them coming right behind us here. This is the fun part about this location here on Harbor Drive is they get this beautiful view of the lake and the bridge when they are coming in and close to finishing. But also we're going to be able to see them and share that moment with you all. This is just about close to the finish line. They head down into Canal Park and close out their run for the day in Canal Park. When they do, we'll be able to send things over to Spencer, and he'll talk to our finishers. So that will be a really exciting moment. But you guys, we're talking about how the neck and neck really helps with these kinds of races, and it's fun to see it in both the men's and the women's field, with Annie and Dakota getting close together for the women's side of things as well. So this is going to be a really kind of photo finish, it sounds like, on both ends of things.
We'll wait for another update on the women, but on the men, that Murphy Smith, as Carrie said earlier, we believe this might be his first half. We can't find any half marathon results for him. He's only 22 years old, and it seems like he's run this race really smartly, sort of sitting back a little bit at first, but just a little bit off the lead, but not being afraid to be in that lead pack. And he's opened up quite a lead. Like we said, at 10.8 miles, he's 24 seconds up on second place.
It's always a little dangerous when you're coming from the track, right?
Yes.
I mean, he's this guy that's so used to doing. I mean, when we looked at his CV just now, he's got all kinds of races from the 3,000 meters to the 5,000 meters to the 10,000 meters. And he actually ran the NCAAs here just a few weeks ago. So just 2 weeks ago, excuse me. So he was 13th in the 10,000. So he's very good, but now this is totally different transitioning to the road.
Sometimes I think coming from the track is when you run your best half. I certainly ran my best half coming straight from the track.
Yep.
I don't think you can do that in the marathon. You have to put in the time and the work. But in the half marathon, if you're a kind of athlete that does a solid long run every week, I think you can make that transition. Once you move to the half, you start thinking about the full. And so then you start putting in more mileage onto your legs, which sometimes can take that speed out of your half marathon.
And I like that he started a little more conservative. You know, he let Jake go a little bit, and then he closed in, and now he's put, I think, about 24 seconds on Mobati. So he's out there alone, which we were just talking about, like having people around you, but he's out all alone and having fun, I'm assuming. I mean, it is fun when you have a big lead.
Oh, yeah, and it's brand new to him, right?
Yeah.
Like his first half, and we thought it estimated about 63:30 pace for him right now.
Which is pretty good.
I mean, it's a great debut.
Yeah.
No, yeah, very exciting debut. That would be amazing feeling, and it always is when they come down through the downtown area. Just talking to these athletes in years past, they say that final push really gets them going, especially when they are in a bigger lead. They feel cheered on and they get really excited to kind of get that hands up moment, and soon we will be seeing them probably shortly here. We're giving you some nice shots of what the course is looking like and what you're going to be able to expect when you're having these runners come down. This is the chute for Canal Park Drive, where the winners will come down, and all of our finishers throughout the day will come down here. And you can see a large crowd already forming along this side. The storm's luckily not deterring too many people. Nice day out now. Little humid as we were talking, but that wind off the lake is going to be a huge help to these runners. Both of you, I'm sure, have experienced that. Just discuss why the wind off the lake can be helpful to a runner in a situation like this.
Well, it depends on what direction it's going, right?
True. So true.
If it's coming into your face, it's not that great. If it's on your side or at your back, it can be nice, especially on a warm day. It can feel really good. But when you get that sort of backside wind, it can feel really good and actually push you along a little bit.
The humidity, I think, is the big thing today. You know, it's almost as high as it is in temperature. So they have to think about that. They have to make sure that they're hydrating. The half marathon for these elite athletes will go by quick. So they might not be as in much danger as some of the athletes that will take 2 hours or a little bit more. So there are factors out here today that could make it a little bit tough for people. But I think in the early stages here, these guys are taking advantage of the nice cool temps.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah, there's hundreds of volunteers along the course that are so helpful in getting the water out. It looks like we have our lead car coming in here.
Yep.
And our runners for the Gary Bjorklund Half Marathon men.
And as we said, he is all alone. He looks really good as he comes behind us.
Look at the way his legs are popping, Carrie. He's just coming off that pavement so well. Very controlled.
Yeah.
He looks great as he literally is just flying by. He is not slowing down. If anything, he is picking up the pace right now.
Yeah, that's Murphy Smith, as we said, and he is coming from the Naval Academy, I believe, where he was a standout runner there and now making his first race as a I don't know if he's professional, but he is in the professional leagues here.
Post-collegiate, yes.
Yeah, huge lead. He pulled away, and we haven't seen our second runner come around our side yet. So what an exciting run for him. He had great form, you know, getting that kind of smile on his face as he was coming around.
But I guess, like, if you're going to get a payday, then does that make you a pro?
I
mean, he's going to get a good payday.
He's going to have a great payday. It was a good choice to come here.
I think if you're getting paid, so maybe he'll get a sponsor after this. But, yep, there we are looking at Mobati. He is in second place, followed up by Ledsima. So, yep, those are our top three, all within about 30 seconds.
Yeah, he was all alone, but now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 here, and they're really starting to stream in now.
That was Zach Leachman in fourth place coming by.
And there we see Jake Perrin, who led so much of the way, still looking strong, hanging in there. You know, so much about the half marathon and the marathon is figuring out what's the best way for you to run it. And sometimes you have to take those risks and go out really hard. And you learn maybe that wasn't the right strategy. But now we can see Murphy Smith on the screen.
Had to take a long look back.
Yeah, he took a look over his shoulder, but he's in no danger of anyone catching him.
Yeah, he does really look good. You know, look at how his stride is there, Kara. I mean, it just Oh, brings us back to those days of you and I racing and wishing we could run that fast.
I know, I wish we could. I always look at the knee lift. That's a big tell. And like the back kick. How high is the leg coming in the back and the knee lift? And he looks great.
He does look good. Little bit of a head tilt, which
little head
can,
tilt.
you know,
He's
show
working.
that he's hard. Yeah, he's ready to get home.
But we do have an update on the women's race as well, don't we, Carrie? We might see some history here.
Yeah. Dakota Popane is in the lead from the last check that we have. She's got 7 seconds now up on Annie Frisbee.
That was going to be such an exciting moment if she does pull that out. First woman to win both the half and the full Grandma's Marathon. But here he comes now, Murphy Smith coming around, about to enter into Canal Park Drive. This is the winning moment. This is the really exciting moment. They've got the chute with everyone lining up, cheering you on, and here they are, giving the signal.
Well, there's nothing like turning that corner. You know, we saw him look over his shoulder, but he is free and clear, and he's going to turn that corner, and he's going to be able to enjoy that entire run in home.
That's the nice thing about pulling away, is he gets to do this and take his victory run down the drive.
Let's see if he breaks the tape like you did, Kara. That's one of my favorite pictures. And even the step or two before your picture that you just posted, it was just like you could see how excited you were at home at this big race. It's pretty cool.
It is cool. It's so much fun and so thrilling to be able to break the tape. And you guys look he is not slowing down.
Nope.
You can tell he's working. He's in unknown territory for himself, but he is still kicking to that finish line.
He can see it. He's pushing. And here he comes. Gotta do the little celebration here. Get the people rolling.
There he is, Murphy Smith.
Just under 1 hour and 3 minutes for Murphy Smith. This year is Gary Bjorklund half marathon men's champion. Wow, what an exciting finish for him. Quite fast, just about 2-3 minutes shy of the record that was set last year. So great run by Murphy
Smith. He really
Smith.
closed out those final 3 miles because he was projected to be at 63:30 pace. So he closed under 63 minutes. That's an incredible debut. A great run by him. It was so fun. We got to see him run behind us here as he headed his way towards the finish.
Big future for him.
And now they're all streaming past behind us. This is a great thing. There's lots of fans even here along this drive where we are. I know that in just a few minutes we're going to be able to hear from Murphy Smith about his Grandma's Gary Bjorklund half marathon victory. Oh, it's fun to see the push right there at the end.
Yep, that's Mohammed Badi. Ledesma right there in third. But yes, 62:49 it looks like is the unofficial time for Murphy Smith as we watch now all of our half marathon male athletes finish. We're just waiting to see if Dakota is still the one in the lead behind us here, and she will be here soon.
She will. And this is Jake Perrin, our early leader, who led for a lot of the race. Finishing up now.
Came all the way from Montana. You said his brother's a very good runner as well. And
his brother ran at University of Colorado where I ran.
Yes.
So shout out to the Snoop Ups through his brother.
Amazing.
My only comeback is the Pope is from Villanova.
That's a good one.
I don't know if we have any other Villanova athletes.
Look who we see here.
Look who we see.
Oh my goodness, it's
look
still
who we
tight.
see behind us. Dakota Popane and Annie Frisbee.
I mean, there's less than a second between the two of them.
Absolutely.
Dakota is
Harbor
in the
Drive,
lead. Annie Frisbee
Dakota's
eyes
in the lead.
on her.
Annie right on her heels.
Yep.
This is going to be a photo finish for our women here.
I have to tell you, there's about 3 seconds between them, and I have to say, it's hard to tell with Dakota because Dakota just puts it all out there, but she looks a little bit more tired. Annie is focused on her back, but we know there's been some back and forth, and Dakota is actually opening up this lead just ever so slightly here as they go around the corner. But what a race out of both of these women.
I mean, that is one of the hardest things, to know you are being hunted. And right now, Dakota knows she's being hunted, but also it's really hard to be trying to close in on someone like a Dakota.
You can see it in her face, just the focus, the really push there, just knowing. I mean, you can feel it.
Yeah.
You can feel her behind you.
And, you know, they train together day in and day out, so they know each other's strengths and weaknesses. So right now, they know what each other is thinking. They know who has the better finish. They know who can pull it out in the last 200 meters. They know all of that, and they're scheming in their minds.
They totally are.
Yeah, do I need to break her now? I think that Dakota is trying to break Annie now before they come down that home stretch, and Annie's trying to hang in there now.
Exactly.
On Dakota, but two amazing, amazing athletes, and truly have their name in the ring for that Olympic team in 2028.
I believe so. And you know, when you have each other like that, it is so much fun. Also, we have to remind everyone, if you're just tuning in, Dakota has the opportunity to make history today. If she wins the half, she will be the first person ever to win the full and the half here up at Grandma's Marathon Weekend.
And I think that would be so fitting, not to cheer against Annie, but Dakota really authenticated Grandma's Marathon for me. She won here twice. She went on to make the Olympic team. Oh my gosh, you guys!
This is so close.
This is crazy. Now look
and
at
then they
their
went on the other
form.
side.
Look at the way they are. Dakota is a little bit more moving around, and Annie is much more tight right now, right? So it looks like she might have a little bit more in the tank. She's a little bit more controlled in her upper body. This is so good.
And like
quite literally neck and neck.
They know everything about
Best
each
of
other.
friends.
And now, and then there's a little pass.
That was a distinctive pass, but Dakota is hanging on.
She's
If
reacting.
there's nothing else about Dakota, she is so gritty.
She is. This is amazing. So now Annie Frisbee is in the lead over Dakota Popane, and they are quite literally going to come down the chute 1-1 with each other.
This is big here, though, as we said. For Annie to make that big move right there, Dakota needs to dig in right here. This is where she can be broken, and it looks like there's a little bit of breaking going on.
And this is when you know your teammate, right? You know that Annie has a little bit more towards the end, and Dakota tried to break her earlier on. But also, I'm not going to count Dakota out because she's still hanging in there. Annie knows this course so well. So does Dakota. And is Annie going to look over her shoulder? She didn't. She is in full send mode right now.
She is. She took a little bit of a look at her watch, and I think she knows where she's at. She's trying to figure out, and really time things. But, this is a really big day for both of them. They said that they came in without being in PR shape. So they were really looking at just racing and setting themselves up for a really good block for what they haven't announced yet, but I'm assuming a big fall marathon.
Big fall marathon, yeah. And I love that they come here. I love how much this race means to them, especially Dakota. I mean, this is just such a huge part of her life, but this is just such a fantastic race, and I feel like Dakota has really raised the bar for the Minnesota group, and now we're seeing other people respond to that, and here comes Annie.
Oh, wow, Annie's still in the lead. Dakota tried to make the final push, but Annie's got a little bit of a leg on her now.
The camera is deceiving. It's hard to tell because Dakota is certainly turning over very, very quickly right now. And we can see that Annie is hurting. She has her head tilted a little bit. I mean, they're both maxed out. Looks like it is going to be Annie, a repeat winner here after taking the course record last year. She's going to come back and defend that title.
Annie Frisbee is your Gary Bjorklund Half Marathon Women's Champion once again. She goes back to back, and once again Dakota Popane coming in second right behind her best friend Annie Frisbee. What an amazing finish. What an amazing race for these two women.
It's truly incredible how good they are. I mean, how many seconds separated them at the end there? 5, maybe? They train together. They know each other so well. They have huge goals together. They can work to those goals together. And it's just fun. They're both tired. They're not in PR shape. And they came out here and they still controlled this race.
Yeah, I think it's just so fascinating that they are so in sync. I mean, they went to the New York Mini 10K. And they just ran, and they didn't have their best days, but they knew why. Right. And then they came here, and they both knew they weren't in PR shape. But, because they're on this same program, it's really cool to see what Chris Lundstrom can do with his athletes. And he has been able to get their timing right, especially when their bodies are clicking. We talked about Annie Frisbee really going through some ups and downs. She didn't have the trials that she wanted. She fought through a lot of injuries. But they're really starting to come together. And I think, Kara, you really nailed it with 2028 could be a really big year if they can stay healthy. You better watch out for that dynamic duo.
Yeah, absolutely. They are a fun group to watch. And speaking of fun, I want to send things down to Spencer Pierce because he is in the chute. He is at the finish line. Spencer, you have been able to watch that photo finish as well as the men's finisher come across. You were able to see Murphy Smith and Annie and Dakota. Spencer, I want to hear your side of everything down in all the action. Well, hopefully we will hear from Spencer shortly because he's in it. I mean, this is such a fun place to be for everybody. I mean, you can see why so many people come down to Canal Park to watch these runners.
Oh, it's so
I think he's ready now for us. Spencer Pierce, please tell us about these photo finish moments you were able to see.
Thank you.
We're here with the 22-year-old half marathon winner, Murphy Smith. Murphy, what is going through your brain right now?
Yeah, so I raced at NCAA Nationals for the 10K just about 10 days ago, and I wanted one more race on the schedule because I've always thought I was a strength guy, and I was talking to my dad this morning. It was just like, go out there, embrace the challenge, have fun with it. I didn't know what I was capable of, so I just started pretty conservative, and then there was a downhill about a little after 5 miles, and worked there, and made a break, took the lead of the chase pack. We were about 40 to 50 seconds probably, and I just started pushing the pace. And me and one other runner started trading off, and eventually I broke away from them, and then took the lead about shortly after 9 miles, and was like, okay, I think I can get under 63 minutes by myself. And yeah, dream come true, honestly. Under the old Olympic trials qualifier for this. I know the window's not open yet, but not a lot of marathon or half marathon specific work, so great start to the marathon and road career, I guess.
It's not really often you get to ask the winner, what did they think of the course? Because it was your first time. What did you think of the course?
It was great. I mean, I had a friend running it last year, and I've looked at this, and I knew it was one of the fastest marathons, half marathons, and really the only one in the summer. So I embraced the challenge and won another race on the schedule. I graduated from the Naval Academy just about 4 weeks ago, and ran my last race in the Navy uniform about 10 days ago. And this was opportunity to just go out there and have fun on a fast course where you get a little nice tailwind and a little bit of some rolling hills at times, but overall great. Lovely day. Dream come true, honestly.
What's the celebration look like now?
I've heard really good things about that ice cream place, and big ice cream fan, so probably going to try that in a couple hours.
It is pretty good. Yeah. Murphy, congrats, man.
Thank you very much.
Awesome.
Have a great day.
Guys.
That it?
I also love ice cream.
Yeah, I know. I went there last night.
I'll meet you at Love Creamery. Let's go.
Yeah, I have to imagine Love Creamery is who he's shouting out. They are located here at Canal Park. But that was really fun to hear him talk. I know you guys were talking about, the switch to the road career from the track, but it was cool. He said it really was an easy transition for him, which is exciting.
Yeah, he said he was excited, right? He added this to the calendar. He knew he was in good shape. He wants to go to the roads. Mm-hmm. I mean, all signs are a yes. You should definitely be doing that, Mr. Murphy Smith.
I mean, seriously, go and crack the tape. And like you said, run pretty fast in a thick day today. And all alone. I think that's the big thing. The way he was just so composed out there. Yeah, he should be really proud of that.
Yeah, I think what stood out to me is that he was all alone, and he was looking at his watch, and he said, I think I can get under 63. And he had to find that in himself to go and do that those last couple miles. So awesome debut. And he kept saying it was a dream come true. So that was amazing. Yeah,
I love that. Yeah, and especially having raced just 10 days ago, his last collegiate race, and then he comes and wins the Gary Bjorklund half marathon. That's such an exciting time for him. I'm hoping that we can go back to Spencer, though, because Spencer, I want to pick your brain about what you saw from the women's Gary Bjorklund half marathon. We were able to see Dakota and Annie behind us pushing it, but I'm hoping Spencer can tell us from his point of view what that finish looked like.
Well, yeah, here we are. We got her. Annie, come on over. Good to see you again. Good to be here at the finish line once again. What's going through your mind? Another one, another one.
This one was way harder than last year. I feel like winning last year, I had a little bit more, I put more pressure on myself to come back and defend my title. And with the humid conditions, the pace felt about 10 times harder than it did last year, and we went out just as fast. So I definitely faded in the second half, but yeah, Dakota passed me a mile 6 or 7, I want to say, and then I was able to fight my way back and passed her in the last mile, and I was shocked, honestly. Like, that was just such a battle mentally and physically. I'm really proud of this one.
What were you thinking about when you kind of started to dig deep and kind of start to pass Dakota and get to that mental spot where you felt like you could win this race?
I told myself, don't give up. I actually heard my coach say that at some point, and so I kept telling myself, don't give up, the race isn't over. And then in the last 3 miles or so, I started counting how many seconds behind I was from Dakota, and I kept chipping off, 1 second at a time. And, it started at 9 seconds, and then the gap closed to 2 seconds, and then finally I was able to pass her in the last half mile, and I think that was a good distraction, and it was a good, yeah, it was the only way I could get through it was just to count those seconds.
Does it give you extra motivation that Dakota is in front of you as opposed to just, any runner in this field?
It did. She when she passed me, she said, all right, let's give this city a show. And I was like, all right, I'm hurting, but I'm going to try my best. And it took everything in me to not only try to stick with her, but then try to reattach once she was in front of me. And I was, yeah, I'm just so proud of that effort. It was so hard out there, and yeah, I really had to dig deep today for that win.
Absolutely. You gave us a show. You should be proud. Guys, she's unbelievable.
That she is. Give us a show, and that they did. What an amazing Gary Bjorklund half marathon. But of course, there is so much more here today with the full marathon coming up just shortly, and we will have that for you in this 49th Grandma's Marathon presented by ASICS. We will be right back.
Shoes, clothing, and gifts from Benders. Our family serving yours.
Attention Duluth. The championship-winning Duluth Harbor Monsters are charging up for another epic season, and guess what? They want you to be part of the action. Feel the roar of the crowd, the surge of adrenaline with every touchdown, and the joy of celebrating victories with a community that's just like family. Season tickets are available now. Don't miss your chance to be at the heart of the excitement. Call the Deck Arena today at 218-727-4344 to secure your season tickets. Join the Duluth Harbor Monsters, and let's make this season unforgettable.
A fall classic you won't want to miss, Tamarack Health Whistle Stop Marathon, October 11th.
Every day, Minnesota students learn and grow thanks to our excellent public school system. And every year, our schools receive millions from the state's Permanent School Fund, which earns money through school trust lands. This school year, the fund will distribute a record $48.9 million across hundreds of schools. Rents and royalties from iron ore mining and taconite leases contribute the most, nearly 70%. Minnesota Mines, supported by Minnesota Mines.
Next live from Marvel Studios, Ironheart.
So, are you in or out?
Anthony Ramos.
You took up a new hobby?
I did. I'm playing golf now.
Yes. All it takes is one good shot. It keeps you believing.
I smacked one up the middle, and I was like, you know what? I could do this.
Plus, we're cooking with Chef Eden Grinspan and bargains for a beach day.
This is amazing.
Weekday mornings at 9 on WDIO. WDIO DT Duluth, WIRT DT Hibbing. This is live coverage of the 49th Grandma's Marathon, presented by ASICS.
Welcome back to Grandma's Marathon on WDIO. For those of you who are just joining us, we have crowned our 35th annual Gary Bjorklund Half Marathon champions. We've got Murphy Smith for the men and Annie Frisbee for the women. We just talked to Annie, and she mentioned that She wanted to give the city a show, which I absolutely love, but she also mentioned about how much of a grind it was out there today.
She really did. She said last year she came in and she went out just as aggressively this year as last year, but then she really felt it. She said she was really feeling that humidity and that this was a much harder effort. And I'm super impressed because that's where champions are born. You know, it's fun to run fast. It's fun to run in, like, great conditions. It's a lot harder to get out on a hot day like today and a humid, heavy day like today and not have it feel fun and not have it feel good and still push your way all the way to finish.
Yeah, I know that she even said that when Dakota went by her, you know, she said, I'm struggling here, but she hung on. And this is a big year for Annie Frisbee. I mean, last year was a disappointment for her to not make that Olympic team with her training partner, Dakota Popane. And I think it's just been really fun to see those two work together and have a great day today. So hopefully a lot more fun races for the two of them ahead.
Yeah, in just about 20 minutes, I believe, we'll be underway with our Grandma's full marathon. We'll have a full field of our wheeler athletes. You can see them getting ready in the chute here. That's at the starting line in Two Harbors. They will get rolling first, and then it will be the elite men's full marathoners and the elite women's full marathoners to come after that, all 5 minutes apart. And the fun part about this starting line is also still how many people come out. This is, of course, a long, winding trail here, but to have so much support is what brings so many of these people back here, and also what inspires them to race such fast times. Our men's half marathon winner, Murphy Smith, said this is one of the fastest half marathon courses he knows of in the country, and that's part of why he wanted to come here. And I know in years past, speaking with our wheeler champions, they say the same thing. They say this is fun, it's fast, it's streamlined, so this is going to be a really fun course and a field of people to watch today too.
It's a great course for wheelers because there aren't a lot of turns. Obviously the last 2 miles they get some turns, but they can really get in a rhythm and lock in and just grind away, just straight away and get into it.
Yeah, there's a lot of athletes on the wheelchair division that come here, and a lot of them come from Illinois, and they drive here, and it's kind of like a big road trip, and they have a blast. So every time that, you know, you and I are all over the world doing these broadcasts, and the wheelers are like, we love Minnesota. They love coming to Duluth. They love coming to the Twin Cities. And I think for part of that reason is because it's easy to get here, but also the course, as you said, it's a great course for the wheelers. So I'm excited. This is going to be fun.
Yes, the wheelers will take off here at 8:05, so in just over 10 minutes. Then at 8:10, the men will run, and at 8:15 will be our women. And then we'll be fully underway here at Grandma's Marathon this year in Duluth. I love to see they're already getting focused, already getting everything ready to go. And there's so much strategy, which is with the wheeler racers, which is helpful that the streets are primarily dry, because I know things can get a little tricky with their wheels and their gear when the roads are wet, but a lot of the storm and rain has dried up. You can see some wet roads, but they're not going to be sloshing through rain, which is really helpful. Last year we did have people have to cancel or drop out because of the rain. So this is going to be fun to see Aaron Pike back here, multi-time winner Rafael Botello Jimenez as well, Josh Cassidy. So this is going to be a very elite field.
I mean, look at that stat for Aaron Pike. He's won each the past 5 Grandma's of his appearances. So every time he comes here, he basically wins.
I mean, those are pretty good odds. I would take those odds.
You know, of course, just a little bit.
I love to see our variety of people. There's so many people who travel from all over the world just to race in Grandma's Marathon. There is so much representation here. And let's take a look at our women's wheelers to watch. They're also talking about the representation, Brazil, Mexico, USA, and a great variety of women's experience here too.
Yeah, our top returner, Jenny from Mexico, she was runner-up here last year. And, you know, I'm excited, too. I think that you said it, kind of experience on this course is so important. Yeah. And, you know, if you have a long, straight shot with good ground, no potholes, that's a really big thing. But as you said, these turns in the final stages for the wheelers, if it's tight, it will be tough to manage. So
yeah, I'm excited to see how they decide to race this. If someone decides to go out and try to break away early on, or if they try to kind of work together and get in each other's slipstreams. One thing I'm always impressed with some of the wheelers is when they take a lead from the beginning and they lead the entire marathon without any help.
I know.
And, you know, we've seen it at Boston, at New York, at Chicago, and it's so impressive to me. It's such a long way to go by yourself.
It really is.
And Aaron Pike has raced in 13th Grandma's Marathons, has a chance to win his 6th career Grandma's Marathon title today. So this is going to be a fun one to see. Nice look at our starting line. Everyone getting excited. For now, just 9 minutes away from our start here. I can hear the cowbells, which gets me excited.
Yeah, these are those last moments where you're lining up, you're nervous, but you're reminding yourself that you've done the training. I see some athletes taking gels. It's just like that last little prep, the calm before the storm.
Oh.
You know, your heart is beating, but you're trying to control it, and you've done the work.
Yeah.
You've done the work to be there, and now it's the fun part.
Like you're talking to everyone, but you're not absorbing anything. You know, just smiling and and you're like, oh, what was your name again? I don't know. We'll see at the finish.
Where are you from? We'll celebrate when we're at the finish line. I can't wait to see all of those athletes leave the starting line. We will have that. You know, Grandma's Marathon, it's so amazing. It's always a community race, which is what a lot of people say. It was started by a group of local runners in 1977. It was just at 150 participants. Now it is thousands of participants. It's actually the 10th largest marathon in the United States.
That's
which
a
is
stat
huge.
I loved when I was younger. I would always say, I'm from Duluth, and if they didn't know where it was, I'd say, we have the 10th largest marathon in the United States. How do you not know where we are?
How do you not know where we are?
It's just been so fun in my life to see it grow and to watch what Scott Keenan started. You know, it's just so special. And next year, of course, will be the 50th anniversary, which will be a very big deal.
Oh, for sure.
But 49 years, it's just incredible, and it's just grown so much and become a huge part of the culture here in Duluth and the surrounding communities.
For sure.
Yeah, from that 150 to over 10,000 participants this year. So growing every year. Course records, we've got Aaron Pike. He is returning, so there's a chance that he could break his own record and the course record. Susanna Scaroni for the women's wheelers, 1 hour, 27 minutes. And then, of course, looking at the full, we've got Dominic Onduro, who is returning here. He still holds the course record, but he's going to be up against his foe, Alicia Barno, who is the winningest Grandma's Marathon, and then Volha Mazuranic. So she actually set that record last year. It was quite a record-setting year, 2 hours, 23 minutes, 52 seconds. That was a really fun one to watch, and so a lot of people are going to be looking to see if our leads can beat Volha this year as well. And we will have so much more. We'll take things back to the starting line as we gear up to get the rest of Grandma's Marathon rolling here. This is your 49th Grandma's Marathon presented by ASICS, and we will be right back.
Your next project when you shop at Menards. Masterforce Industrial Duty Steel Shelving is a storage solution designed to provide unmatched versatility for your workspace. Pick it up for only $219.79 after rebate. Masterforce gasketed totes are perfect for securing tools and accessories. They're waterproof and built to withstand impact and rugged conditions, making them perfect for any project. Pick one up starting at $14.99 each after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Quality shoes, clothing, and gifts from Benders. Our family serving yours.
Sabrina Ullman is an accomplished meteorologist.
I do expect these storms to clear by evening.
But she doesn't stop there, reporting on issues that matter.
During rush hours especially, the intersection behind me becomes dangerous.
She was named Best Multimedia Journalist. Her versatility has been recognized with 4 Severide Awards. Already part of the best weather team, she's now unquestionably one of the Northland's best reporters. Sabrina Ullman and WDIO News are with you for life.
I'm Darren Danielson. Thanks for choosing WDIO News.
WDIO-DT Duluth, WIRT-DT Hibbing.
This is live coverage of the 49th Grandma's Marathon, presented by ASICS.
Welcome back to the 49th Grandma's Marathon here in Duluth. This is WDIO, and we will be on air all the way through all of the action today. What you're looking at right now is the starting line into Harbors. These are the Wheelers in the chute, getting ready to take off. They take off at 8:05, so we are just about 4 minutes away from seeing them depart this field. We've got a lot of returners who have experience in Grandma's Marathon here, one of them being Aaron Pike. He has raced this course 13 times. He has won it 5 and will be seeking his 6th straight win, but he is not the only one who has an extensive record here. Rafael Botello Jimenez has been here many times, a total of 14, posting 13 top 5 finishes in all, including 4 runner-up results. So he will be vying for his first place finish since 2007. I'm excited to see them duke it out here on this course. It's going to be a really fun one. Rafael Botello Jimenez from Spain, Aaron Pike here from the United States. Everybody travels a lot for races that they love, and it's fun to hear them share why they travel to Grandma's Marathon. And so many times they say it's the beautiful course, it's the speed, but I'm just grateful everyone is able to come and enjoy it.
Yeah, and they come back year after year. I mean, these stats are amazing of how many times they've raced at Grandma's. And I think, our half marathon winner, Murphy, he said it's a great fast half marathon in the summer. There aren't a ton of fast half marathons in the summer, and I think that's what makes Grandma's really stand out. This is a fast course. It's in the summer. This is the full marathon, obviously, but it's just a chance for people to get on a fast course. And we're typically in the United States, it's really hot.
Yeah.
And it's too hot to race.
Yep. And I think the Wheelers, for one, they have such a busy circuit during the year. They go to every single World Marathon major, that they don't get a lot of opportunity to run other events on the road. They're on the track as well. So the marathoners will be on the track doing sprints, and then they run a marathon the next weekend. But this is kind of a different event for them to be able to come back, get a marathon in, and then maybe have a summer full of track races.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's such a fun field to watch continue to grow every year. And we kind of discussed earlier that it is weather dependent, but last year, 22 total finishers. But, the Wheelers, their first race was 1979. There was 2 finishers that year, but every year since then, there's been such a wonderful group who've come out, most in the last 10 years, in the 30s, close to 39 in 2019. So it's exciting to see this field grow and grow every single year. And we will be getting closer and closer to the actual beginning. You can see everybody gearing up. They're focused. They're in the zone. I can't wait.
Yeah, they're just getting their last little details here at the start. Mm-hmm. And they're all lined up, and they're going to take off here real soon.
I think that's Aaron Pike there right in the middle. I can't see his number on his helmet, but he usually has that big beard, which is so nice because these guys go so fast.
Yes.
That sometimes if I don't know their shirt, or if I can't read their helmet, it's nice to have that beard.
Yes.
So thank you, Aaron
Something
Pike.
distinctive. Yes.
Just for us.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. Oh, yes. I can feel the excitement. Got the red flag getting out here at the starting line into Harbors. And that usually Aaron Pike has 1:20 for the record, 1 hour, 20 minutes, and 2 seconds. And they're off.
Well, this is a different year. Last year coming to Grandma's, we saw Dakota use this as her, not tune-up, but she just used it as a gauge, too, for the Olympics. And same for the Wheelers. Some of them weren't here because they were overseas racing. But, this is a totally different ballgame. We have world champs this year. But the Paralympians last year had a different timeline as well. So we're seeing some athletes back, but we're also seeing some athletes now take on the series. We've seen some really fast. Tatiana McFadden, a big name in the wheelchair world. She just set another world record on the track. So different names again here this year. But just the fields, like as you said, Alicia, are growing and growing. So lots of new names maybe that we might see here today.
Absolutely. Off to a great start here. You can see the push. They talk about the strategy. There's a lot of gear that goes into what they think of. They can get gloves that might have some more stick on them, and that helps them get a grip on those wheels. That especially helpful if they run into any precipitation that is still on the road. And that's what's really exciting about them. The wheels kind of turn inward to give them some more aerodynamic and more speed. So there's a lot of work that they do to get themselves prepped and ready for races like this. But again, nice to see most of the roads have dried out for those athletes. You can now see the elite men gearing up, getting to the starting line there. They will be taking off at 8:10. Followed by the women at 8:15, and then we'll be fully underway here. So we'll expect our men's wheeler champion potentially around that 120 mark. That is Aaron Pike's PR. I'm sure he's going to be pushing to try to beat that, but we've got people on the hunt for his record too. And we've got a great group of men lining up here for our Elite Grandmas Marathon. I know we've got the return of Alicia Barno. And let's take a look here at some of our men to watch. Dominic Onduro, the course record holder, still here in Duluth.
Yeah, he was confident at the press conference yesterday. I liked he had this quiet confidence. He kind of walked up there, he took the questions. He likes it here. You know, he trains in Kenya obviously full time, but he comes over here, he's had success here, and he has that magical course record.
And I love that they inducted him into the Hall of Fame. Like, it's so cool that he has that. I mean, people love him here, and they stay. Actually, you know, Alicia Barno and Dominic Onduro, they have people here that they have seen year after year. So they like to hang out. They like to stay in the city and enjoy it. So it's really special to have them back.
But they're not the only people who have won here that are back. Milton Rotich is the winner of Grandma's Marathon in 2021. So to have 3 former champions back is pretty incredible.
Yeah, this is going to be quite the field. And I know they have quite the rivalry, Barno and Dominic Onduro, and just being fellow countrymen, they push each other, you know, everywhere that they run. And here they are. You can see Onduro there in the orange shirt.
Rotich right there in the yellow.
Yeah, Milton Rotich is there.
See, Barno's also wearing an orange Adidas singlet there. He's kind of in the second row a little bit. You know, it's funny. Some marathoners need to be on the front.
Yep.
And some marathoners are fine being a row or two back. They say, hey, we've got a long way to go. I don't have to do that. It's always interesting to me who kind of fights for that very front position and who kind of says,
yeah,
we got some time. We're going to be running in a pack for a long time. Yeah.
Yeah, the dynamics there are interesting. You know, there's as much as a physical race, it is a mental race.
Oh, yes.
And I know we are under 60 seconds away from seeing all of these men take off. Another in the front there is Joel Reichow from White Bear Lake, Minnesota himself. He'll be searching for his first Grandma's full marathon finish, making his full debut. But he's run the half before, so he at least knows.
He's long hair. He's chasing Dakota, Dakota was trying to become the first woman to win the full and the half, and he's trying to become the first man to win the half.
Then he would be the first person.
He would be now.
Dakota, you know, I mean.
Sorry, Dakota, you only got second today.
So close. So close.
And that will be bragging rights for Joel because they're on the same team. They both train at Minnesota.
Oh, there you go.
Elite.
All right.
Now breathe, right? Just
now
get
breathe.
into it.
Honestly, you're just on the line and there's so many nerves, and as soon as you take those first few steps, you just start to settle in, and maybe it takes 100 meters or whatever, but you finally, things calm down and you realize, okay, now I have a long day of work ahead, but you just want to get going. You're just like, please, let's get going.
You've been working for this, you've been building for this for all year for some people, and then this finally underway. For some of you at home, you might notice this is a smaller pack of people. That's because they allow the elite runners to get rolling first, and then there will be a citizens start later.
Oh,
of course,
music is great.
Yes, I can feel the tension already.
It looks like these men are content to sort of run together, right? We're seeing a big pack form already. No one was off the line, just super aggressive. So it'll be interesting to see if it stays this way for a little bit. They have the advantage of, you know, seeing the half marathon results, knowing maybe it's a little bit more humid, not necessarily as fast of a day as last year. And maybe they'll be a little bit more conservative through these beginning stages because of that.
Yeah, a little interesting from years past with that 30-minute late start, but I know that they're going to do everything they can. I'm sure it was a lot more stretching maybe in the morning here for them to get ready, stay mentally prepared for this little bit of a later start for them.
Yeah, I mean, it does kind of throw you a little bit, but at the same time, I think, you know, they got the word early enough. I mean, I didn't hear any of the storms, so I was like thinking everything was good until I woke up at 4:30, and I was a little bit surprised. But the athletes, that's part of the game, is to be able to, you know, be flexible and to go with the flow.
All right, and we are 4 minutes away from our elite women's start. Here are some of our women to watch here this year. Paige Wood is one of them. She's making her grandma's debut this year. Kathy Vandehei, she won the 2024 Green Bay Marathon, and she actually has been to grandma's before. She took 5th in 2023, so looking to up her podium standings this year.
I think we're going to see a good run out of Paige Wood. She seems really confident. She's coming from a team who's had a lot of success here. She's coming back from some injuries, but she's healthy and a great run into this. And of course, then we have other athletes as well. McKenna Morley, who ran at the University of Colorado, so I have to shout her out. Was my son's babysitter.
Oh,
nice. So I definitely have to shout her out.
Yeah, she is actually such a talented runner. She's been so good for so long. I'm kind of waiting for her to have another big drop. So we'll see how she does today. Annie Heffernan right there. And Obsi Baru, she's great as well. She ran the Olympic trials. And so, yeah, there's a lot of talent today. But I do think that sub 225 is a number that a lot of these athletes are gunning for. Can they do it on a humid day? We'll have to see.
I don't think it's impossible. I just feel like the standard for women has just changed. The women are thinking of themselves in a different capacity, where sub 230 used to be, you know, that was like the gold standard. The women have really changed their way of thinking, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see a fast race out of these women with the conditions, but they'll have to play it smart. They can't risk it all in the first 10 miles. They'll suffer for that, but if they can kind of work together through those early stages and stay calm and have something in that second half, I think we could still see a fast race.
There goes two of my athletes as they run by.
All right, we are just about 90 seconds away.
Yes.
From the start here at Two Harbors. We're still hearing some exciting finishers behind us in the Gary Bjorklund half marathon. A lot of people streaming in, looking to finish their goal.
Lots of smiles.
Lots of smiles,
still.
yeah. People are having a good time.
Sure are.
This is what it's all about. You know, everybody coming together, doing their racing, having a good day, and enjoying what this course has to offer.
From now on, there will be runners on the roads for
our favorite type of people.
Yes, all day. I do love some of the fun shirts out here too to keep things exciting. But back to the starting line, 60 seconds to the start of our elite women's Grandma's Marathon field. This will begin the journey to see who claims the 2025 title. Just getting ready, doing the final stretches here before they race off.
You know, a lot of these women know who Dakota Popayne is. They've watched her race here, they've watched her win here and go on and become an Olympian. And they know this course and this race sets you up for greatness.
There was almost a false start, I think. I mean, you know, we are so excited to get off that line. You could see the athletes were all just kind of waiting.
The finish line. We're going to have a great time. We're going to have a great party down at Bayfront. Be sure to go ahead and check that out. You've gone for the race. You've trained for this all year long. It is time to kick back and have some fun at the end of the start.
The starting horn had a little help from the train there, which is always fun.
And this is a wide pack of athletes, right? Because we have the elite women starting with the masses. And so we see the elite women kind of to the right of the screen, kind of working their way through. And they'll have some of these men to work with. in the later stages of the race, and honestly just throughout the race, but look at how wide people are on the road running into the speaker.
Yeah, the Citizens are just about 30 seconds behind the elite women, so this is going to be quite a fun pack for them to be racing in. Yeah, little over 10,000 athletes from what I recall are racing today. I love to see the road absolutely filled up with everybody who is looking to achieve their dream of finishing Grandma's Marathon. And right now you are watching out of our Women's Elite Lead car, brought to you by Members Cooperative Credit Union. What's fun about these cars that we have that you'll be able to see around the course today is we're able to drive just right in front of these athletes and give you a great look of what the pack is looking like. And it helps tell the story of when people are breaking away, when they're sticking together, and why. You can hear some of the help from the 148th Fighter Wing overhead there, I believe is what I'm hearing. They always do a little flyover. Now we've got a side-by-side of our men's leaders from Coca-Cola, and they're really staying tight. I mean, you guys noted that when they left the starting line, that they seemed like a group that would be willing to pack up, and they're still doing that. Of course, it's early, just mile 2, but they do seem to have already found a rhythm.
It's hard to tell. We'll get more information next mile. It seems like the women are running a little bit more aggressively than the men are. These are the men we were expected to be in the lead. They're all kind of working together. No one's trying to press it or, pull away from them. It seems like they've decided they're going to be comfortable. Who knows for how long? Not forever, obviously. But they're happy to work together for a little bit right now and just sit with each other, sit in the back of the pack, and take that train.
Well, we know Andorra has won here before, so he's always kind of one to be up there pushing the pace. But I think that we should keep in mind that Joel Reichau, who we've talked about, going for that first win of both the half and the full, he's the man with the flowing locks behind, I think that is Sammy Rotich, is that right, in the blue? But either way, that's him with the mustache, Joe Reichau. He did say he was going to play it a little bit conservative. He would like to be under 210. He thinks he's there. So, he's very fit and he's confident in that. But it is all about the win as well. I ran with him a little bit yesterday at the Shakeout, and that's what he said. He's like, I'd like to run fast, but I also really want to win. So you have that tug of war a little bit when you're out there.
And to make the next leap as an athlete, you have to learn how to win, right? Running fast is awesome, and that's great, but running fast only takes you so far. You have to be able to beat people when it matters at the Olympic trials, at the marathon. So I like that this is his strategy, is to really zero in and run this to win and care about the time, but not be consumed by the time.
Absolutely. We'll keep tracking everything right here on WDIO. Don't go anywhere. This is the 49th Grandma's Marathon presented by ASICS. We will be right back.
Duluth. The championship-winning Duluth Harbor Monsters are charging up for another epic season, and guess what? They want you to be part of the action. Feel the roar of the crowd, the surge of adrenaline with every touchdown, and the joy of celebrating victories with a community that's just like family. Season tickets are available now. Don't miss your chance to be at the heart of the excitement. Call the Deck Arena today at 218-727-4344 to secure your season tickets. Join the Duluth Harbor Monsters and let's make this season unforgettable.
Every day, Minnesota students learn and grow thanks to our excellent public school system. And every year, our schools receive millions from the state's permanent school fund, which earns money through school trust lands. This school year, the fund will distribute a record $48.9 million across hundreds of schools. Rents and royalties from iron ore mining and taconite leases contribute the most, nearly 70%. Minnesota Mines, supported by Minnesota Mines.
A fall classic you won't want to miss, Tamarack Health Whistle Stop Marathon, October 11th.
Let Window Concepts of Minnesota transform your home with 80% off installation. Save on windows, doors, baths, showers, and tub-to-shower conversions, plus patio doors. Call today and get 80% off installation, plus no interest and no payments for 18 months. And with every free estimate, Window Concepts will give you a $50 Target gift card.
Call Window Concepts at 866-800-8274 or log on to windowconceptsmn.com.
Gogebic Community College. Bold careers begin here.
This is live coverage of the 49th Grandma's Marathon, presented by ASICS.
Oh, yeah. Welcome back to Grandma's Marathon, only here on WDIO. What you're seeing right now is all of our lovely Grandma's Full marathon runners leaving the start into harbors. This is the exciting moment. You might hear behind us our 148th Fighter Wing doing a flyover for Grandma's Marathon. Our elite men took off at 8:10. Our elite women took off at 8:15. Now, Kara and Carrie, you guys had the opportunity to chat with a number of our elite runners yesterday. What did they tell you about today?
I mean, everyone was really excited. I think it's a comeback story for a lot of people. Paige Wood, who we see in that lead pack, she's coming back from some injuries, giving birth to her son. She's feeling really good, though.
A lot of people have been saying watch out for her. I mean, they think that now she's had this opportunity of being healthy. She had injuries, but also put her child in daycare for the first time and got the sickness that everyone gets, like every type of sickness that he brought home.
Everything.
She got. So she's really excited to feel good, feel healthy, and be ready to go. But, yeah, there was a lot of athletes that were sort of mingling yesterday and just even learning from Dakota about how to run this race. You know, they were chatting and stuff. So, yeah, I think Paige, which we know as Paige Stoner, now Wood, she's right there in the lead. We can see it on our monitors here. So she's right there in the lead pack and feeling good.
You know what I liked is they said, oh, your PR is from the CIM. It's from a couple of years ago. Do you think you're in that shape? And she said, yeah, or maybe 1 to 3 minutes faster.
Yeah, I like that.
And I thought, wow, she's feeling, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like 1 to 3 minutes is a big deal. I think that her team has had a lot of success here. She trains for Northern Arizona Elite, and they've had a lot of success here in Grandma's Marathon on the women's side specifically. And so they know how to train for this. They know what the course is like, and if she's confident, it's for a reason.
Yeah, I think she'd be the third woman from Northern Arizona Elite to win if she wins today. So that would be pretty cool. Lauren Higgins was the last one, and then Kellen Taylor,
who set the course record when she won.
Yep.
And we're getting a look at our women's elite leaders from Members Cooperative Credit Union. You can see Lillian Chibi there out in the front. She's in the red there and kind of starting to pull away a little bit, but of course, it's only mile 2. She's got 2 right on her heels behind her. So this is going to be another really intense race.
You know, Chibi came from the steeplechase. I always find that fascinating. So she was a 3,000-meter steeplechase athlete. The last time she ran that was in 2023, moved to the roads in a big way. You know, you go from just a few laps on the track to 26.2 on the road. So I'm excited to see what she has in her legs today.
Yeah, and she ran a 71-minute half marathon to kind of tune up for this race, which was good. It was in Pittsburgh, and so she was second there. She's had a couple races, but doesn't race a ton. So, you know, I think her 2:28 maybe is definitely doable today, if not much faster.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, and this is kind of fun. She's only run 1 marathon in her career. Well, now 2.
Well, yeah, and you know, Kara, you know this better than anyone. I mean, she ran that marathon at, I think, 5,000 feet. It was in Nairobi.
It was in Nairobi. It's actually higher than that. And, you know, that 2:28 up there, I actually can't, that boggles my mind.
I know.
It's so painful, and the higher you get up at an altitude, the harder it is. So I think Nairobi is more like 7,000 feet.
Is it really
maybe
that high?
8,000 feet. So this is going to potentially feel very good to her.
Yeah.
Lots of air down here in Duluth.
But also, do you think she needs to be a little, like, also, like, not conservative, but just thoughtful about the race strategy when it is thicker weather?
She's definitely not used to humid conditions, right? She lives and trains in Kenya, which is very dry, high air and dry. So this is new to her, and maybe she doesn't know about how. We'll have to kind of see.
Yeah. But it is a factor.
It absolutely is a factor. It's a factor in your nutrition, the way you take fluids on race day and throughout race day, and in the prep the days before as well. But yeah, you really want to be careful on race day.
That elevation is an interesting point. I know hearing from, Chibi being from Kenya, and then I also remember Dominic Onduro and Alicia Barno mentioning that elevation training that they do and how helpful it is to come off of that, 5,000 feet elevation and then to come here to Duluth, much closer to the water, of course, as we know. So they mentioned that being a huge leg up and a big part of the reason why they love coming here every year.
We've had a good update here on the men's side. Obviously a big pack still, but they went through that last mile in 4:50. So they're starting to lock in a little bit, but it's still a pretty quick pace.
It is a quick pace, especially on this day, but they all look relaxed right now. There's always comfort when there's a bunch of people in the lead pack. You know you're not overdoing it because there's so many people with you. They all look very controlled. I mean, look they're hardly even using their arms right now. So they're just gliding along, but they aren't just dilly-dallying. They are working out there. 450 is not sitting around.
No, absolutely. Looks like we've got Dominic Onduro, Sammy Roteach, and Pius Karanja leading the pack, but obviously they're all keeping so close to each other. It's anybody's game. You've kind of got the drafting going on. You've kind of got the push and the vision from everybody. So I'll be excited to see when and if this breaks up. But of course, mile 4, you're going to kind of stick to this pace for now just to get towards that half-mile mark.
Yeah, you know, the marathon's so interesting. There are some people who like to go from the gun and just lead and hurt the whole time. And there's other people who are just more strategic about it. And it seems like we have, I think with the weather, it's not that this is terrible weather, but the humidity is high and it could zap you later. So I think we see people with a little bit more conservative approach today. We see, I mean, we're looking around, we're making sure we're all there. You know, you're seeing them visually look around. Maybe he wants someone else to come to the front now and help out a little bit. But I think we're going to see a little bit more strategic effort.
That's a tough spot right now. We just pulled away from it, but Milton Roteach, the guy who's won this race before in the yellow, the light yellow and in the back, he's kind of just off that pack. So it is early, but you have to make that decision. Do I go with this pack, have company, or do I fall off, conserve, and try to chase people as they fall off? It's a tough thing to think about early on in the marathon.
Well, the women are having to make that decision right now, Carrie, because Lillian Chivy has decided she is going to go and push away. And I see McKenna Morley and Paige Wood behind her deciding they're going to let her go a little bit here. Maybe they think it's a little too hot early in the race, and they're sort of running together, and they've decided to let her break away a little bit here.
Yeah, we're getting word from our elite car that, you know, as you guys said, the pace for the first mile was 4:53, the second mile was 5:01, and then the third is 4:50. So keeping it right around that 4:55 minute mark there for the mile so far of the men's elite leaders.
Carrie, you've run a marathon. What are your thoughts when you're approaching mile 4? Are you thinking this is a long day? Why am I doing this? I'm a 1,500 meter Olympian.
So my marathons were always about how many highs can I, high fives can I give? Like, I did run decently fast. I would try to run under 3 hours or maybe close to 2:50. But I was in a different mentality, which is, the majority of these people out here. They are out here having fun. So I wasn't upfront with you. And actually, one of the reasons I ran the marathon was so I could talk about running the marathon. I felt like I was cheating if I did go on broadcast and I was saying what people were feeling or going through when I hadn't run one. So I had to do it, and I'll do another one. But at 4 miles, I was just like, oh my gosh, way to go.
What is maybe your favorite part of running the marathon?
I mean, I think that, it was really special to be able to run after being so intense and so almost in my own world on the track. And Karen knows this as well. Like, our level was different, and we didn't have that fluffy feeling necessarily when you were out racing. And being a fluffy runner is kind of fun. And if you could, is that a new term? I don't know. But I call myself a fluffy marathoner.
Yeah, I love that. I never ran a fluffy marathon.
How are you going to do that?
You can now.
Yeah. Physically, I don't think I could do that. But that's why I run the 5K now. But every marathon I ran was very, very serious. Trying to make a team, trying to make a podium.
And we love that you ran them that way.
I do think it would be really fun to go run one and high five and just like soak it in more, a little bit more than just being so serious. But yeah.
I know that's something Dakota Popane has mentioned before. She always comes in with a big smile on her face to the finish line, and it's all about having fun.
When you're thinking about these athletes that we're watching right now, I mean, running 120, 130-mile weeks, it is a real serious game, and they are definitely putting everything they can into it. But a lot of these athletes are working full-time, and so they're trying to figure out when to get it in. Some of our winners from here, Barneau and Onduro, they have businesses together, so they're overseeing that, plus training, and they have children, and a lot. Joel Reichow, as we've talked a lot about already, he works about 25 hours a week. He said he has pulled away a little bit from some of the hours that he wanted to put in, but he runs up to 120 miles a week. So they're almost doing 2 full-time jobs.
They really are. You can really see on their singlets, that shot we had of the men, of how humid it is. You can really see the sweat on their singlets. And we see the women's field starting to shape up here. We have our leader, and then we have a chase pack not too far behind.
That chase pack, they really know each other, though, and I think that is something that they can do in these races. It's not just here at Grandma's, it's in all the races where we have such a nice American field right now that race a lot of different races. USATF has a lot of road races, so they see each other time and time again, and they can work with one another. Yes, they want to beat each other, but in the early stages of a long race like this, it is very nice to be able to know someone, know what they've done, and also to maybe follow along. I don't know, Kara, if you were like this, but did you follow along the stats of your competitors, or did you not really want to know?
I didn't want to know too much, but I will say I feel like this is sort of a new thing over the last 5 years where we see the American women working together more. I feel like when I was racing, it was a little bit more like cutthroat from the start, and I really love this new chapter that we're in because they help pull each other through all the hard parts, and then when it's go time, it's go time. Yeah. But you see them communicating throughout the race, you see them encouraging each other throughout the race, and I really love this era that we're in where they really look out for each other. And then when it's time for them to get to it, they do.
Right.
It is fun to see the camaraderie. There's been a lot of people who've been talking about being on the same teams as one another and how much that helps them to train but get to know each other, and also have brought a lot of people here to Grandma's Marathon. Many people said, when we asked them why Grandma's, they go, oh, my friend called me and told me I have to run. My family member has run. They said, you have to run this race, and that's why I'm here. And that's what I think is so much fun about this race. Very much word of mouth, very fun, but it keeps growing every single year, and that's because people like the ones we're seeing here. I mean, Pius Granja is right there in the lead pack. This is his Grandma's Marathon debut, but he's right next to Onduro, who knows this race well, fellow countryman from Kenya. But Pius Granja, this is what's interesting. His PR is actually the lowest in this field of elite men. His PR is 2:06.55. Now, Onduro owns the Grandma's Marathon event record with a time of 2:09.06. That was set all the way back in 2014. So there's an opportunity 11 years later now that Granja could try to best Onduro and set a record.
Yeah, and it gives you confidence. It gives you confidence to be the fastest man in the field, right? All courses are different. The weather's different. The courses are different. But still, on paper, I am the fastest man in the field. And so that does give you some confidence when you come into a race like this.
For sure. To know that you've run 2:06.55. If they're on pace right now to run 2:10, he's been there, done that, been well under it. So that does give you a sense of calm. But he really is the one that's really looking around. What's happening?
Yeah, he's pointing. He wants someone to come up and help share the lead here. And that is always interesting to me because if you've worked it out ahead of time, you'll kind of trade. But sometimes you can get frustrated because no one else is coming. And you're wasting energy, emotional, mental energy by saying, come help me. If they're not going to help you, you just got to focus in on your own race. Now he's been able to fall back a little bit here. And I think he'll be relieved to do that. It is nice when you can get people to switch leads, but nobody owes you anything.
Absolutely. Yeah. And he's got an interesting career in marathons. We were talking a lot about this humidity, but he has a lot of experience in racing in China, the Guangzhou Marathon recently, the Chengdu Marathon, and that's going to really aid to him with this humidity.
Yes.
Depending on what time of year those races were, especially Guangzhou can get very humid, so I think that will play to his advantage here today.
I completely agree. You know, when you've had success in humid conditions and you've done that, you know how your body reacts. You know how to, fuel better. We see here, early on, they're taking that water and dumping it on them. That's stuff you get from experience. Don't wait till you feel really hot. Take the water every time you can. Take a sip. Get it on your head, on your wrists, those points, those cooling points. And you can see these men have experience running in these conditions because they immediately went to that water and started dumping it.
So I just had an interesting update. Charlie Mahler, is giving us updates, and he said that they just went through the 5th mile in 4:48, so they are kind of locking in around that 4:50, 4:55. But we do know that Alicia Barneau, last year's winner, is in the third pack. So just, I think, keep that in mind. I mean, he's a veteran athlete here. He knows the course. He's actually been through a lot of the ups and downs of the weather here, the climate here in Duluth. And, you know, for him to be back there, that might be interesting. He's maybe just being a little bit careful in the early stages.
That could be quite the strategy to see. We'll be keeping an eye on him, of course, to see if he does make a push here to rejoin that lead pack. You'll see that Minnesota native Joel Reichow is still keeping his spot in this lead pack with the flowing hair and the mustache.
I love his positioning. He's just taking the ride. He doesn't have to look at his watch and think of a pace. I love his positioning. He's just comfortable in that pack. He's comfortable letting other people lead. He's comfortable having people on his sides, but he's just sort of being pulled without having to think, and he's just not wasting any mental energy.
Well, can we talk about his 2:10, his PR? I mean, he did it in Chicago, and he had to stop a couple times. I mean, he is a very calm, like kind of quiet guy, but he's fierce when it comes to racing, and he's fierce when it comes to training. And so he's worked really hard to get where he's at, and he's been waiting for a really big day. So yeah, I agree, Kara. I think he's in a good spot right now. If he's feeling nice and relaxed, he's taking in his fluids, which he needs to be doing early on. So yeah, just keep your eye on him.
Absolutely. I know yesterday he said he's happy with his fitness and happy to be here. We are at mile 6 for the men's elite leaders. This is the 49th Grandma's Marathon presented by ASICS, and we will be right back.
Shoes, clothing, and gifts from Benders. Our family serving yours. Keyport Liquor, now open in Duluth.
Attention Duluth. The championship-winning Duluth Harbor Monsters are charging up for another epic season, and guess what? They want you to be part of the action. Feel the roar of the crowd, the surge of adrenaline with every touchdown, and the joy of celebrating victories with a community that's just like family. Season tickets are available now. Don't miss your chance to be at the heart of the excitement. Call the Deck Arena today at 218-727-4344 to secure your season tickets. Join the Duluth Harbor Monsters, and let's make this season unforgettable.
It's now time to get out and enjoy the weather, but we've all been down by the lake in a t-shirt when the wind has shifted, and we've had to put on a jacket.
That's why Storm Track Weather builds a forecast so you can plan your day and your weekend.
From staying safe during severe storms to enjoying beautiful weather with your family.
Check in with us to make sure you're tracking what's coming.
Detailed day planners,
interactive radar, and long-range forecasts.
WDIO Storm Track Weather. We're always tracking so you can make the most of your summer.
The Lift is a show for you.
It is a beeswax, resin, and pigment medium.
Trying just to remain in that moment, because so often we're like thinking of all the things we have to do.
This is very appropriate to celebrate the 20th anniversary.
I wanted to just foster creativity in all forms in this space.
Elevate your afternoons with The Lift.
Named Best Lifestyle Show, The Lift. Weekdays at 4:30 on WDIO. WDIO-DT Duluth, WIRT-DT Hibbing. This is live coverage of the 49th Grandma's Marathon, presented by ASICS.
Welcome back to the 49th Annual Grandma's Marathon. What you're looking at now is our Women's Elite Leaders, brought to you by Members Cooperative Credit Union, as well as our Men's Leaders, brought to you by Coca-Cola. We still have Chibi quite in the lead for the women, and our pack continues for the men. What's exciting about Grandma's Marathon is we've got these elite runners, but there's also a lot of people who are racing this race for charity. We have a lot of charity partners that come and join Grandma's Marathon. One of them is Girls on the Run, and it is to inspire girls like Chibi to get involved in running. There's Girls on the Run Minnesota, and it helps girls from grades 3 through 8 to find a space to not only learn how to run and how to race, but how to have fun with running. I know you were just touching on how much fun it is now to be able to enjoy racing, both you, Carrie and Kara, after your extensive professional careers like Chibi right now.
Yeah, I was a coach at Girls on the Run. Ruby, my daughter, was in Girls on the Run. And it is so cool how much it's grown. Mary Uran is a good friend of mine, and she started the Minnesota chapter. And it is, I mean, there's something like 15,000 people that do the 5K. And it's, I think, just a really nice thing. They always say forward is a pace. You know, It doesn't matter how you get there. You can run, skip, whatever you got to do. But that is something that I think is so important for us to introduce early on. Just have fun
I've been able to
sport.
be a part of Girls on the Run too. And when you go to that final time where they run their 5K, and sometimes there's walking involved, but when they cross that finish, there's this huge sense of accomplishment. There's so much pride, and they can really get that bug then to want to continue on and see what they can become.
It's fun to see Chibi still absolutely pulling away. For a little while there was a pack right behind her. You can see them in the distance still hanging on, but she's really making her presence known in this race early on at mile 5.
Yeah, it looks like that Paige Wood, Aubrey Friendthaway, and McKenna Morley, those three are in that chase pack, and they're about 11 seconds back. So a little bit of distance, but interesting to see Chibi kind of just go in front of those guys, you know, not using them as help at all.
I thought maybe she was going to sort of sit behind and let someone drag her for a little bit, but she's decided that she's going to go in front and do her own thing, and maybe if there's someone to work with, there is, but they're not fast enough for her right now, so she's going to go to the front. She has an interesting form. She sort of leans to the right here. It'll be interesting to see as the race goes on how her form breaks down, if it does, what that looks like. But right now, you know, she's barely using her arm. She's obviously just floating along right now.
She's right close to that event record pace. She's at 2:23, just under 2:24 pace. So I'm not sure if she's gunning for that, but she is close.
And of course, as our elite runners are continuing their push along this 26.2 mile course, let's not forget the first people to leave the starting line chute were our wheeler athletes. And there's a really exciting duo that you may see along the course at this time. They are Candace and Bob Mackey. Now, Bob hasn't. This is just such an exciting story. Our own Darren Danielson was able to do this story. Bob Mackey has Parkinson's, and he's unable to run anymore, but he had run many, many marathons. And this year, he will be pushed in this marathon by his grandson, Campbell, who, when he was a baby, was pushed through the Las Vegas marathon by his grandpa, Bob. So now he is returning the favor in his very first marathon. Campbell and Bob, let's hear their story.
This is Candace and Bob Mackey, one of many pictures we got to see when we visited them in their West Duluth townhome. Bob didn't start running marathons until he was over 40 years old. Grandma's marathons, Twin Cities marathons, Chicago marathons, and others, like this one in Las Vegas when Bob pushed his then little grandson Campbell in a stroller. This year, though, it's Campbell that will be pushing Grandpa.
My grandpa's always been like a marathon runner, and I remember like back when I was a kid, he would always say like one day we're gonna do grandmas together, but then he got Parkinson's and he wasn't able to do the marathons anymore.
Using a specially designed wheelchair, Campbell, now 18 years old, will be doing Grandma's Marathon with Grandpa Bob.
So this is just our way of being able to kind of fulfill that promise.
Fulfilling a promise they made to each other years ago.
I'm excited, a little bit nervous, but mostly excited. I think it's going to be a pretty fun experience.
Well, I'm a little more worried about my grandson than about him.
Bob's wife, Candace, has been at Bob's side through all of life's ups and downs. The memories of many of Bob's marathons are captured in this cherished quilt that proudly drapes their living room couch.
He never was fast, but he finished every marathon he started. And he asked our grandson, Campbell, who's 18, if he would consider pushing him in a special wheelchair for Grandma's Marathon this year. And Campbell agreed, and this is going to be marathon number 72 for Bobby, and marathon number 1 for Campbell.
Number 1, but perhaps the start of another generation of family marathoners.
It's pretty important just because, like I said, he's always been such like a marathon runner, and like he's pushed me in the Las Vegas Marathon. So it's just nice to be able to have this experience with him.
We're very grateful to Campbell that he's willing to take this on, and I mean, it's an enormous thing. And we don't care if they finish, you know, just so that Bobby gets the experience. And we're really, really proud of Campbell for doing this and appreciative to him.
With you for Grandma's Marathon, I'm Darren Danielson.
Thank you, Darren. I can't wait to see Campbell and Bob cross the finish line today. 70-second marathon for
Incredible.
Bob.
Incredible.
And what a way for Campbell to start his marathon career.
Yeah, for sure.
Very exciting. Will we continue to have our elite runners push their way through Grandma's Marathon? You can see here we're at mile 6 with the women's elite runners, brought to you by Members Cooperative Credit Union. That is about the Knife River area. Chibi continues to be all by her lonesome.
You know, I did see her glance at her watch, so she is aware of the pace that she's on. She is getting that information. She's not just running on sensory data. She's getting some time data for herself. So obviously she feels like this is the pace that's appropriate for her. She really has opened up that lead. We see that chase back of 3 American women behind her, but she is in front right now, and she is running her own race.
I love to hear some of the
I
support for you ladies.
I know. And it's fun that our names are so close. It's like, you know, go Carrie and Kara. It's like kind of a tongue twister.
That's what's so great about the running community is even now, so many people yelling words of support with the half marathoners continuing to finish behind us. We're at mile 8 for our men's elite leaders, brought to you by Coca-Cola. That's Stony Point. Karanha continuing to push the envelope in the lead of this elite pack.
And look at that, his jersey. I mean, a lot of them are pouring water on themselves, so that's probably part of it. But there's a lot of sweat that the sweat doesn't go away when it's humid. You know, when there's some dry air, it kind of is absorbed. But that's the thing. Your body just doesn't cool down very well. So I'm glad to see them using all the different cooling mechanisms that they have out there.
Looks like that elite pack is really starting to kind of spread out a little bit more. We were at about a group of 8 last time we checked in. Now we're at about a group of 6. A much tighter pack closer together here. And actually it looks like we're kind of down to 5 in this front pack. So they're really starting to pair off and find their running partners and their group here. Karanha, we've got Yep, looks like Road Teach is in there.
Yep, we have 2 of the 3 Road Teaches in there. Sammy Road Teach. Getting it, gotta move. So we have this group of 5 who has started to separate here. They are dropping our course record holder here at Grandma's. He's starting to fall behind a little bit. Ondaro is. And this group of 5, I mean, honestly, they look pretty effortless. You know they're running fast. You know they're running hard. You know they're feeling the humidity. But right now, we're not getting any tells physically from these men that they're hurting at all.
It was interesting to see Ondaro back off a little bit. I'm not sure if he's hurting or if he's just backing off the pace. They are still running that 2:10 pace. And on a day like today, it might be a little risky. But Ondaro's coming off of the Pittsburgh half marathon. We're seeing him right there on the left side of your screen in the orange. Oh, and
side stitch.
Looking like a side stitch. But he ran really well. He won that Pittsburgh half marathon against a name that in America we know real well, Wesley Kiptoo. He's a Kenyan athlete, but also a very good runner in the NCAAs that we all remember from Iowa State. So I thought we would see Ondaro up there. I thought we'd see him pushing the pace because he's coming off of that hard, fast effort in Pittsburgh.
Well, sometimes you get those side stitches and you're able to breathe through them and you're able to regain your composure. So we're still early in the race. If he's able to like deep breathe and kind of get rid of that side stitch, we might be able to see him get back onto the back of that pack and still become a factor later in the race.
I'm sure he has a bit of a bone to pick with Grandma's here. I thought he fell out last year at about the 10-mile mark. That was facing wet and windy conditions, so I'm sure he's extra motivated to get to the finish line this year, being a 2-time Grandma's Marathon champion. So hopefully he's able to breathe through that side stitch and get to the finish line this year. But yeah, last year, the 10-mile mark was where he had to bow out.
I think this is interesting, though, here as we stand, you know, just under a mile to go. The sun is starting to come out. I was hoping we would just have a little bit more time without the sun.
And you know, those are all of the challenges that go into a marathon day, right? You know the day is going to get warmer. One of the things Grandma's Marathon does is it does start nice and early. I know it was 30 minutes delayed this year because of the weather, but it starts early so that your elite athletes anyway are kind of getting through before it warms up. But it's something you have to consider, right? You know, the start is usually nice and cool, but you know it's going to warm up at the end. And that's where hydration is so important, because as we start to feel that sun behind us now, those are the things that zap you a little bit more. And you really have to stay on top of your hydration and nutrition early on in the race so it doesn't affect you later on.
Especially with the humidity, it's going to get almost a sauna-esque feeling as they come in to town. Duluth Township, mile 7 for Chibi. It's probably a little bit different throughout the course than what we're feeling right here. Now the wind has really calmed down, so we're not really getting that fresh off the lake push to help people finish, but it's got to be a little bit cooler down here by the lake. It's such a scenic route for them coming down south from to Harbor, is through the woods and through the leaves, so they're a little bit more in the shade, it looks like, still where they are at about the 7 and 9 mile marks for the men's and women's.
Well, Chibi looks good. We just saw her check her watch again, check in on her pace, and as we said, her PR is 228.29, but that was run up in Nairobi, extremely high elevation. And so maybe she is more like a 224 gal. And I think we're going to find that out over the next few miles. Obviously, we don't know if she's used to humidity. We don't know if she's prepared for it. But right now, she's looking good. She's been checking her watch. It seems like she's dialed into a pace that she wants to hold here today.
Paige Wood, who is in that the second pack of the leaders for the women's race, she said she thought she was probably in around 223 shape. She just paced her good friend and training partner, Mercy Chelangat, in Ottawa, who did run 223 there, set an event record in her first marathon ever.
Wow.
So Paige Wood was not able to run that race, which she was planning to do. So she was sort of a later add to the Grandma's Marathon field, but she had some sickness again still that she was working through. So she said if her training partner was there at 223, she thought that she would be pretty close. They've been doing all their work together. So yeah, interesting just to see the different dynamics here of maybe Chibi not knowing what the accolades are of the women behind her and just thinking she needed to set out to do her own thing, not worry about so much what everyone else was doing.
Well, like Chibi, Paige Wood trains up in Flagstaff, which is very similar elevation to Kenya. So she's used to the hot and dry as well. Oh, Chibi almost missed her fluids there. I'm glad that she took that little step back to make sure she got that. Or did she get it?
She's looking like she missed it. Oh, shoot. And, you know, you could see how important it was for her to get that. In the early stages, Kara, you know better than anyone how important it is to get your exact mixture.
Yeah, that's a bummer because the athletes have all of their bottles, whatever is palatable to them, right? You work with it through training, and some of your bottles are more concentrated, some are less concentrated. Sometimes they'll have caffeine in there. We just saw her take a big look back, but she missed her personal fluid, and that is a huge bummer because especially on a humid day, you need those electrolytes, you need those calories, you need the fluids. And so this will be interesting if she tries to pick up something on course here. You can miss a bottle, it's just not ideal. You definitely don't want to miss two. And on a day like today, it's just not ideal to miss that. So that's not great for her right now.
And most bottles for the elites are every 5K?
Yes, every 5K. So she's got to go another 3 miles before she'll have a chance to get her bottle again.
I'm at full zoom.
Yeah, that's very, very interesting. You could tell that she was really wishing she could have doubled back, but of course you can't. Not in a race like this.
No.
So another 3 miles for Chibi before she can get her bottle. So she's going to keep pushing here. I thought what was really interesting was she was one of the athletes that making her Grandma's Marathon debut, and she said that she's always heard about the great course, and she was really excited to see it for herself. She gets to see it out front.
I mean, I just love that. I love that these athletes have heard of Grandma's, you know? All around the world, they've heard it's a good course. They heard it's a fast course. They heard it's beautiful, and they want to come. It's so great. And that they get to come here and be a part of it.
We've got a visitor from a ship.
Only in Duluth.
Yeah, part of what makes Grandma's Marathon so special to get a visit from a Laker coming in through the harbor behind us, which is something these athletes will be able to enjoy.
And look at our men's race on the left of our screen here. it's slowed, and we've gotten people to regain that pack. Joel Reichow has regained it. Our course record holder, Andoro, in the orange there, he has actually regained the pack. So our pack went from 5 to now it's expanded. They've slowed down a little bit, and people have recouped. Now we have a bigger pack again.
But you see that a lot, Kara, in those races where they go through a water station, and it actually is kind of nice because they bring people back together. You know, some people, they want to get their water and they want to just keep going, but you have to be strategic about getting it. So it slows everyone, and it gives a little bit of advantage to the people that are just off the pace, like a Joel Reichow right now. He gets kind of swallowed back into the pack.
Yep. And one of the reasons you might see is, one of the reasons Grandma's is so special is how remote it is, which you can kind of tell that it is getting into the remote stage for the men's elite leaders there at the Sucker Point spot. But, I mean, you feel like you're in the wilderness. You have this moment of time to be in your own brain and think about the race and just really soak it all in. So I think that is another reason, you know, so many marathons are in the city. You know, Boston, New York, the Twin Cities Marathon, they are in these massive cities, and we get this opportunity to really enjoy the nature that Minnesota has to offer.
And you know, I love how the course rolls. You know, people know it's a fast course, but it's not because it's flat and fast. It actually rolls the whole time, and you can see some of that from the camera angles we've been seeing. You see the women behind looking, you know, they're down below or they're above Chibi here, so you can see how it really rolls, and I think that aids in it being fast because it's not just one muscle group constantly working. You're going uphill and you're working your quads. You go down the hills, you get a little hamstring action, and I think it also breaks it up. It breaks up the way your body feels, and it breaks the marathon up.
Do you think, Kara, that if you were in the situation where Chibi is out in the lead, she is the first woman in the race, but she has this guy who's right with her the entire time, like, would you have, you know, recognized that early on and maybe decided to just work with him a little bit, or would you sort of just be in the zone and doing your own thing?
You know, I think it's always great to work with someone if you can, especially early on. It just relieves a lot of the mental energy that you spend because she's having to really look at her watch. But at the same time, it seems like she's very zeroed in and focused in on what she's trying to do today. We see her glancing at her watch. She's obviously checking her pace. And maybe she just felt like she just didn't want to rely on him. You know, it does seem like she's pulling away from him now. You know, it'd be good for her. Hopefully she catches another man that she can tuck behind in for a mile or two and just get some reprieve from that leading position.
Let's give him a little shout out. That's Tyler Johnson from Wyoming and Michigan. So he came all the way from Michigan to race here, and he's getting some good camera time.
Yes, he is. Great work, Tyler. All right, now we're getting a look back again here at our Coca-Cola men's leaders. Yeah, back to that pack like you guys were saying. Anduro back in it, Reichow back in it. They were the couple of the duos that had fallen off there when we had gotten back to that 5 group, but now it almost looks like we're back to that 10 group.
Like you're going to go through ebbs and flows of the marathon. I mean, we saw Anduro kind of pulling at his side, and you know, people will have, like Joel Reichow even talking about having to stretch his calf and still be able to run 2:10 in Chicago. Like, who does that?
Yeah, and I think like that shows experience too for Dominic Andoro to just say, I have this stitch, I have to fall back a little bit, I'm going to, you know, deep breathe until this passes, instead of panicking.
Yeah,
right? It's okay to fall back. It's okay. I have plenty of time to get myself back up in there. And now look, we see he's leading.
Yep.
This is fun. 16 miles away, the men are able to get their first glimpse of the lift bridge there from the Sucker River. We can't see it from their view, but that's cool to know. They kind of have a finish line in view. Of course, still 16 miles away, but nice to have that reward waiting for them.
That's right. They can see it up ahead. They know where they're headed, that's for sure.
And their last, the 9 mile, they were at a 5:15 pace, so continuing to just stick around. You know, mile 8 was 5:02, so staying right around that 5-minute mark for their pace.
And
still.
It seems like they've just relaxed it a little bit. Like maybe they are really feeling that heat, and they're just relaxing a little bit. And Carrie, I'm curious what you think. You've seen Joel Reichow run a lot. How is he looking to you right now?
I think he looks great. I mean, you know, he was falling off a little bit, but I think that might have just been like he's hitting the time. The guys weren't getting away from him. He was right there still within striking distance. So I think he's just running his own race. But to me, being in that pack gives him a sense of just like calm and he can relax a little bit and let everyone else do the work.
Yeah.
I mean, you were sort of a woman that when you raced, you could be in charge. You were good enough to take charge of every race, but you sort of sat back.
Oh yeah,
for
I
a
love
lot
to be
of
in the
race.
pack. You're like, if you guys want to leave, you can leave.
Well, you had the wheels to do
I'll
that.
tune out and I'll just sit here.
Tune
and
out,
then,
though. I think that's the big thing. Talk about tuning out, because that's, I think, what Joel is trying to do.
You said it, Alicia. It's such a mental game. And so I think the longer that you don't have to be intense in your mind, the better. And so for me, it would be like, I'm going to sit here, and then maybe you're on mile 18 or maybe you're on mile 20. I'm going to come to life, and I'm going to hurt a little bit more and try to press a little bit. But until then, I'm just going to turn my mind off. I'm going to tune out and just follow the leader. And I think it's just a way of conserving. There are athletes who love to go to the front and hammer.
Yeah.
And then there are athletes, I was more of the second one, which is I just want to sit in here. I don't want to hurt till I have to. I don't want to think till I have to.
Yeah. But I think Enduro is different. I think he gains confidence as he goes if he's up in front, sort of dictating, especially in a race. You know, we haven't seen him really race a ton over the last few years, but we know that this is a race that's always on his calendar. So I think if he's feeling good, we're going to see him up there.
He does seem to have fallen into a very confident and steady pace here. Men's elite leaders, mile 11. This is the 49th Grandma's Marathon presented by ASICS. Don't worry, we're going to be right back.
Concepts of Minnesota transform your home with 80% off installation. Save on windows, doors, baths, showers, and tub-to-shower conversions, plus patio doors. Call today and get 80% off installation, plus no interest and no payments for 18 months. And with every free estimate, Window Concepts will give you a $50 Target gift card.
Call Window Concepts at 866-800-8274 or log on to windowconceptsmn.com.
Dear unbreakable spirit, when the terrain is gnarly, you steady us. When obstacles are ahead, you lift us. When the turf is hostile, you inspire us. Own a legend. Toyota Trucks.
Right now, lease a new 2025 Tacoma SR5 for $299 a month, or get $3,000 cash back on a tough new Tundra. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Dodge City. There ain't no better place for true hospitality.
WDIO DT Duluth, WIRT DT Hibbing. This is live coverage of the 49th Grandma's Marathon, presented by ASICS.
Welcome back to Grandma's Marathon. We're down here on Harbor Drive. You're seeing all of our Gary Bjorklund half marathon finishers still streaming down. We are less than a mile away from the finish line, so it's all smiles on their faces here. Thousands.
Or relief.
Or relief.
Exactly.
Why not both?
And I'm super jealous. Like, I love doing the commentary. I love being here with you ladies. But every time I get done with the broadcast, I'm like, oh, I want to run. They're all done.
I do wish I was running.
Yeah. We'll mic you up next year.
Yeah, okay.
You can run.
You'll be our on-road reporter.
Yes, precisely.
Just chatting by the other athletes.
Yeah, that'd be great. The course is nice here specifically. It's been so exciting to see everybody come through, though. Really great turnout this year for the Gary Bjorklund Half Marathon. I know that our friend Spencer Pierce has been hanging out down at the finish line. So eventually we were going to check in again with him because he's got the fun view of everybody getting to finish. But that will be coming up in just a little bit. But we are in the thick of our elite full marathons and all of our other friends who are running the Grandma's Marathon Full, as well as our wheelers, and they are expected to come in potentially the winner in about 20 minutes. So I think, Carrie, you had mentioned Aaron Pike still in the lead?
Yep, he is actually, this is crazy, but he has a 7-minute lead.
Wow.
I just got the latest update, so he is up by 7:23. So Pike is in the lead, and then D'Souza is in the lead for the women, and she just came through just over 16 miles.
And she has a 4-minute lead.
Yeah.
So this is what I was talking about. Sometimes those wheelers just go straight to the front and then push the entire time. It's so impressive to me.
It is.
There's no looking back. I'm just going to work. I'm going to get everything I can out of myself right now. And they're doing it.
Yep. They definitely are. And, you know, I do think that the conditions have really improved for them. I mean, the athletes that are running out here will feel that humidity a little bit more. But the wheelers like warmth. They like dry. So I do think that they're excited about how the conditions are today. And they're getting after it, that's for sure.
Yeah, potential for that course record, too. You know, always a chance. 1 hour, 20 minutes, and 2 seconds, that being held by Aaron Pike. So he could potentially break his own record with the opportunity to do so in the fast field today. But right now, you are looking at our Canal Park Drive finishers of the Gary Bjorklund Half Marathon.
He's got a lot of fans.
Yeah, a lot of fans.
He's waving to everyone.
Got to come down and support him. All right, and
Well, we
we're
have
checking back in on Chibi.
Yeah, we have completely different races on the men's and the women's side. The men's race, they're kind of strategic, running in a group. On the women's side, Chibi has just decided that she was going to take this, and she did from the beginning. Mile 1 started pulling away, and she is really put on a significant lead at this point. You can see back of her on that curve there, and we didn't see another woman in sight. So she's really starting to put some significant distance on that chase path.
Yep, 20 seconds up, Kara, from Paige Wood, McKenna Morley, and Aubrey Friendaway. So they're still there, but you know, you make these tiny little roundabouts out there. It's not just straight. You can't just see, you know, for miles and miles. There are some curves, and that is really where you sort of forget to keep chasing. And hopefully those three are thinking about what's in front of them, because they still have time.
Yeah, and if you're Chibi in front, or Chibi, excuse me, you're trying to, on those turns, give a little more so that when they come around, they're a little bit more deflated because the gap has opened up more. She looks like she is working. It's not like this is an easy day at the office, but she has maintained this lead and has continued to pull away. And we see her constantly checking her watch, making sure she's staying on the pace that she wants to be at.
Very early.
Yes,
so, I mean, you know, it seems like she's been out there for a while, and we can see it's, you know, she's getting close to an hour, but it's very early. Lots can happen in the last hour and a half.
Very much so. I mean, we saw that in the Gary Bjorklund Half Marathon. For those of you who are joining us now, Annie Frisbee and Dakota Popane were neck and neck, and they had just changed leaders in that last mile.
Oh, yeah.
So anything can happen here. I mean, mile 10 at the Sucker River for Chibi, so she knows that she is not out of the woods.
Oh, no.
No, and she does keep looking back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's gathering information. She's looking at her watch. She's looking over her shoulder. You know, the dream situation is to just run away with it and be able to enjoy the entire run. But when you put yourself out there like that, you're also leaving yourself really vulnerable. Now we have a shot here where we can see around that curve, that bend in the road. You can see the chase women, so they are not out of the picture. And as Carrie keeps saying, it's still really early. So much can happen. So we could see where she just continues to pull away, or we could see where that pack slowly starts to come back in on her.
Which that pack now of the men's race has bunched back up. It's crazy. They string out just a little bit, and then they bunch back up. I mean, right now, what are there, like 15 guys in the race?
Yeah, the chase pack catching up to that elite pack. Road kind of widening out here for them. Their pack kind of spreading out a little bit as they get to mile 12.
Well, this is interesting. We're seeing a lot more people get onto that lead pack here and really ride that train with everybody. New faces that we haven't seen this entire time getting in there. And then on the right there, you'll see Milton Rotich, who was dropped for a little bit, but then got back on. He's the 2021 Grandma's Marathon champion. He's all the way on the right of the screen behind the bikers. So everybody is still in contention right now.
I mean, even names like Jason Weitzel, who is very fast. He's a 2:15 guy, but maybe not someone on paper that we would be like, oh, he's going to be the one that's going to be up pushing the lead.
Yeah.
And that's him right there on the left of your screen in that kind of that fun jersey. I haven't seen that one.
That is fun. Yeah, I like to see so many different changes here in this race. Quite a different story from our women's race that's unfolding at the moment. Quite literally anyone's game. They are hitting that about that halfway point, mile 13 at French River. So halfway in, and they're still sticking in quite tight to each other.
Yeah, that can give you a second wind when you catch a pack like that. You know, you kind of come back and catch, and then all of a sudden you think, hey, I'm doing okay, and I'm halfway through this. I'm doing all right. It can kind of give you a little boost to keep going. You know, that's the marathon. You have ebbs and flows, ups and downs throughout the entire race, and so you're always kind of looking for something that motivates you through that next mile, and you never know what it might be that gets you there. And then all of a sudden you're a mile further down, and you're sniffing that finish line closer and closer. So this is a fascinating race here from the men, so different from the women.
I had just a little fun fact about Milton Roteach. He calls himself, he's a self-proclaimed great dancer.
Okay.
So I would love to see that at the finish line.
Me too.
I'm sure.
Have to request
where do you dance in Duluth, guys?
Where do you dance in Duluth?
We should take him out.
Oh, yeah.
I know there's lots of karaoke happening after the Grandma's Marathon.
That would be a fun time.
Yep.
Yeah, lots of fun activities happening once these races conclude. Rock the Bayfront just down here near the finish line. That goes until 11:30 p.m. tonight. So you can celebrate with the runners. You can celebrate as a runner, all of your accomplishments down in Duluth. Sheevy's hitting the mile 11 mark. Still looking good despite missing her fluids at that one stop.
Yeah, she is looking good. I don't know if we missed the last fluid station or if it hasn't happened yet. I'm sure she'll be very focused in on that. She does not want to miss the second one. But Lillian Cheevy looking really good right now, really controlling this from the beginning. Still a long way to go, but has been checking her watch, has been looking over her shoulder, has been getting feedback about where other athletes are. And it looks like behind her that Paige Wood and McKenna Morley have pulled ahead, and now they're in second and third position.
That's starting to shape
I know
up.
A lot of people were wondering how Aubrey Frentheway would be today. They think that she's got a big race in her. And, you know, she's somebody that's run 2:35. That was back in the fall at Chicago. She's coached by the great Ed Eyestone, who a lot of people know.
He has some success.
Yeah, a little bit. Two-time Olympian, but also a great coach out of BYU. Has a number of amazing professional athletes. Connor Mantz is probably the biggest name, but so many.
Yeah, and Clayton Young. He coached 2 of the 3 Olympic team members for Paris. So, and she's still hanging in there. She has just fallen back from McKenna Morley and Paige Wood a little bit, but we can still see her kind of off the back of them. But again, Cheevy has really just taken this race by the horns. Hasn't really used any men to help her, to sit behind, to break the wind, to zone out behind. She's really just been in the front doing her thing.
Yeah, we have Tom Hansen in the lead women's car, and he says the biker in front of him is telling us the second wave of women are 44 seconds behind.
She's putting
Cheevy.
distance on.
Yeah, quite the distance. But I know Spencer Pierce is down at the finish line. He's been able to enjoy a lot of this fun and excitement. So let's hear from Spencer. Spencer, how much fun is it down there?
We're having a blast. Still, the sun's kind of coming out, so we're getting a little warmer, but we're here with Marissa from Members Cooperative Credit Union. Ms., what's your favorite part of this weekend? There are so many, but what if you could boil it down, what would it be?
It is the runners. The runners, absolutely. They're so appreciative of everything that the volunteers do. They say thank you. They're so gracious. The runners make this happen. Definitely the runners.
What is it about Members that makes this weekend special for you guys? Why do you pour your time, your heart, your energy into this weekend?
Yeah. Well, Members Cooperative Credit Union has been a part of the community since the 30s, and we're spread out throughout all Minnesota, but specifically our heart is in Duluth, the Cloquet, northern Minnesota area. So this gives us an opportunity to give back to the community that we love so well.
And that's the thing about this race as a whole too. You care so much about the community, and you love representing the community.
Absolutely.
What's next for you guys?
Oh, what's next? That's a question. So many different things. We're always looking for new opportunities for us to give back in the community. As a credit union, we are non-for-profit, so we definitely we're here for the people. That's what we do. So our members are our owners, so we're doing everything we can for our members, and that is the community.
That is the community is right. Guys, back up to you. I'm going to get my sunglasses, maybe some sunscreen as well.
Yeah. Much needed. Definitely get that sunscreen out. Sun trying to peek out. Still pretty cloudy down here, but we love to hear from all of the community members that make Grandma's Marathon possible. We've got a lot more coming up for you. We're at mile 13 for the men, mile 11 for the women. This is your 49th Grandma's Marathon brought to you by ASICS. We'll be right back on WDIO.
What's the point of winning if you can't enjoy the view? Yours, Toyota SUVs.
Right now, lease a new 2025 Land Cruiser for $499 a month. Toyota. Let's go places.
Get an 11% rebate on everything when you shop at Menards. Take on outdoor cleaning projects easily with a Husqvarna pressure washer. They have the power for making short work of any job. Get this 3,000 PSI gas pressure washer for only $339.97 after rebate. Need more power? This 3,600 PSI model is designed for high pressure output, and it lets you select the right pressure for any job. Right now, just $429.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Keyport Liquor, now open in Duluth.
The Lift is a show for you. Oh, yeah. That's really good.
Good.
This is my favorite.
People have been waiting 3 years to hear what happened next. I've read it. It's phenomenal, and it's the perfect book to take to the lake.
Cold foam is just super easy. You just combine the heavy whip with your flavor.
Apply a nice thick layer of the etching compound.
Elevate your afternoons with The Lift.
Named Best Lifestyle Show, The Lift. Weekdays at 4:30 on WDIO.
I'm Justin Lyles. Thanks for choosing Storm Track Weather.
Dear Triathlon, what's the point of winning if you can't enjoy the view? Yours, Toyota SUVs.
Right now, lease a 2025 RAV4 for $349 a month. Toyota. Let's go places.
WDIO DT Duluth, WIRT DT Hibbing. This is live coverage of the 49th Grandma's Marathon, presented by ASICS.
Welcome back to Race Day here on WDIO. It is Grandma's Marathon, the 49th annual, and so many hands go in to making this race day possible. You heard from one of our sponsors. We've been talking about our athletes, but another group that makes this race day possible are our charity partners of Grandma's Marathon. One of them is Still I Run. And running, we've been talking about the mental game. Running is a physical game, but it is also a mental game. And Still I Run also helps with supporting those runners with mental health resources. Let's hear from Still I Run.
Everyone is fighting their own battles. Millions and millions of people around the world struggle with anxiety and depression. In fact, according to the World Health Organization, an estimated 301 million people worldwide experienced an anxiety disorder in 2019. This number also unfortunately results in about 8 million deaths per year. Still I Run aims to support, inspire, and unite individuals of all backgrounds and experiences in their journey to better mental health. A handful of runners at Grandma's Marathon are still running despite hardships because running is a great way to mentally release, and everyone's reason is different.
It just gives you that meditative state to be like, ooh, okay, like we're okay. Like we're just focused on breathing, just focusing on one more mile, like one foot in front of the other.
And I just remember crying. Like I had to stop and just like allow myself to feel what I had been hiding or holding back for so long. And that's when I realized like, wow, this is really something that I need. I need to keep this in my life because it's not just chasing a goal of running a marathon or, going on a long run or whatever. It's actually helping me heal.
Being present escape, I'm not quite sure what it is that I'm doing out there, but it is a different place and it is calming to me. And I find immense satisfaction in doing it.
My mind runs 100 miles a minute most of the time. So when I'm running is the only time that there's actually any peace and quiet in my head. Everything else just kind of goes away, and I worry about breathing and not dying on the middle of the road.
Running is just as much of a physical exercise as it is a mental exercise. For these Still I Run runners, it's become a safe place for them.
Before I started this, I would just spiral down that rabbit hole of, I'd get anxious. Oh my goodness, I'm anxious. What do I do? Which would just I'd get more anxious. And now I know, okay, I'm getting anxious. I don't know why I'm anxious. I got to get out.
The logo version of Still I Run replaces the I with a semicolon. Best summed up by Project Semicolon's original founder, a semicolon is used when an author could have chosen to end their sentence, but chose not to. You're the author, the sentence is your life. What we can all do to make these sentences longer is break the stigma and put emphasis on the still in Still I Run.
I think this is an issue that touches so many people. And I love the line, erase the stigma, because I think that's really important, and that we are able not necessarily to personalize this and have to talk about how it's affecting us personally, but just in general, that people should feel that, we take care of our minds and our mental state as well as our physical state.
For WDIO Sports, I'm Spencer Pierce.
Important message. Thank you, Spencer. And if you're ever in any need of any resources, you can head to WDIO.com. Very important groups to have.
Yeah, so sure. Great.
Well, we've also got another very exciting moment that is developing. Our wheelers are getting close to the opportunity of when they're going to be coming down the chute. We last checked, Aaron Pike was in the lead, and he had a pretty significant lead.
Yeah, he had over 7 minutes. So
over 7 minutes.
Waiting to see on their next check, but at 22 miles, he came through in the lead.
His PR and the course record is an hour 20, so with them leaving at 8:05, in order to break that, they'd have to be coming in pretty quickly here. That PR mark would come in at 9:25. So we've got just 3 minutes. I'm not seeing them coming down the chute yet here. We've still focused on our half marathon finishers, but they are starting to lay the cones out and pushing the half marathoners to the side. That's in order to make a chute for when the wheelers are going to start coming down and lay track for them to be able to come through and finish their full marathon here. Our spot at Harbor Drive is about a mile to the finish line. So it will be exciting to see who comes rolling around the corner here by the Great Lakes Aquarium first. But for now, we'll take a look back at our full marathon runners. The men's elite, brought to you by Coca-Cola, women's elite, Members Cooperative Credit Union. Chibi is still out in the lead at French River, and the pack continues to stick together for the men.
Yeah, this men's race is really developing. It's going to be an exciting last few miles here. At some point, someone's going to want to take control of this race and try to break away. They have had a little injection of pace, which caused a little bit of casualty behind. Some people fell off, but we still have a pretty big group there. And of course, as we said, the women's race, a completely different story.
I'm not surprised to see Getnet Gadamu in the lead there. He is the fastest as of late. Like, he is the one that's run the fastest recently. He ran 2:09 in Seville, and he's a great athlete. He's done really well recently, as I said. So his PR is from that race just a few months ago, where he was 27th place. So that's just where the world of our sport is, running 2:09, which is so fast.
So fast.
Being 27th.
Yeah, only 27th in that race.
I know, the sport is changing. He honestly kind of looks like he's just floating. Like, he's just sort of like getting air in his stride. He looks so relaxed. We saw a little side shot of him there for a second. You know, at some point, it starts to show on their face and in their form, but he's not showing any of that right now.
The only other telling result that I have for him, that he did run a marathon just on May 25th. Now, I think that that one might have been more of a training run. He ran 2:16 there. So it could have been that he was helping someone and just stayed in to finish up, get done with his last long run. But that is something there's a little bit of a red flag with that 2:16 just less than a month ago.
Right. I'm sure he's glad to be back right on pace here in front. Extensive record in Europe, like you were all talking about. Zurich Marathon, great finishes there. His debut here, though, at Grandma's Marathon in Duluth. Looks like he's enjoying it so far.
Yeah, and we've talked about how every time you come back to a course, you learn more about it, you learn the nuances of it. So he's new to it here. He doesn't know this course, but he's obviously an experienced runner and knows what he's doing. But I do think that more often you go back to a course, you pick up a little bit of information every time you go that you have in your toolkit for sure for the future races that you run.
Yep. So we watch Milton Rotich and Joel Reichau. Joel being right from here in Minnesota, trying to hang on to that pack, but nice they have each other to work through. Sammy Rotich, though, let's talk a little bit about him. What a great athlete. I mean, this man ran Grandma's Marathon in 2022. He's a 2:10 guy from Kenya, but he is coming off of an LA Marathon this last spring here where he was 4th. So, you know, he's been in the States. He knows that travel. The travel for a lot of these guys that are coming from Kenya, they don't seem to think anything of it, but it is a factor. I mean, it's last year we saw, was it Alicia Barneau was the one that actually, he won the race and he only had 4 hours of sleep because he had travel issues.
Yes,
you know, I don't think we had it yesterday. I think we got lucky with the international athletes.
Yeah, it's been nice for them to be able to get here earlier. Sometimes the weather, especially in Duluth, can be so unpredictable. Yeah. I mean, we've got rain, we've got storms, so it's great when they're able to get here, but especially coming all the way from Kenya, the amount of traveling they do. We heard from them in press conferences yesterday about, you know, is it tricky or are you used to it? And they're all so used to it because they are Grandma's Marathon veterans at this point. Sammy Rotich even having placed 8th last year and 2nd in 2022. So they know it well. They have their routine down coming from Kenya to then compete here in Duluth. And they say they mark it on their calendar every year to come and make sure. I've even heard some athletes say they plan their other races around making sure they can come here.
Yeah, well, it's such a great opportunity. Ooh, we have a shot of some wheelers here.
Lemon Drop Hill, nice big pack of our wheelers coming down mile 23. Lemon Drop Hill is one of the trickiest parts of the race. Large hill near the downtown Duluth area. You're kind of coming in from that wilderness area towards the city, but then you know that you're almost done, which is encouraging.
Well, it looks like Aaron Pike has been overtaken in this men's wheelchair race. Kerry had such a big lead, but it looks like he has been overtaken here.
Yes, San Clemente. Luis Francisco San Clemente is going to be coming right here.
Wheeler.
Well, he flew by us.
Yep, that is definitely Luis Francisco San Clemente overtaking Aaron Pike. Now, either there was a little bit of a timing issue when we did have that lead in that last check by 7 minutes, or it'll be interesting to hear if there was an issue. Now, we've seen Susanna Scaroni, who's been a winner here. We know her name here. She was in the Boston Marathon just a couple years ago where she had to fix her tire. You know, there's a lot of things that go into the racing, especially for wheelchair athletes. They have equipment things that come into play, but we're watching Aaron Pike right now come behind us. And he still looks good, but definitely this will be new for him. He's won every single time in the last, he was going for his 7th win. He's won 6 times here, the last 6 that he was participating.
Yeah, he was looking for his 6th in a row, I believe.
In a row,
yes. But I know Luis Francisco San Clemente, this is not a new race to him either. Very familiar with this Grandma's Marathon course. So probably an exciting moment for him to be able to come in out in front of Aaron Pike.
And there you can see the gloves that they wear. They're fitted to their own hands. It's made out of a hard plastic material, and it goes on the wheel, and it creates, they're able to like get their friction and get the push off of the wheel there. I always thought they were gloves.
No,
but they're not.
No, they're almost hard, and sometimes they'll
really
put
hard.
a little bit of sandpaper.
Yeah.
to get, because if there is any kind of, humidity or precipitation on that. But I don't know if I see it today. But, yeah, there's just so much that goes into it.
He's kind of weaving in and out of traffic here right now.
Having to weave, taking those corners.
Yeah, chance for Luis Francisco San Clemente to go back-to-back. Men's wheeler champion here at Grandma's Marathon. He finished first place last year in 1 hour, 22 minutes, and 7 seconds. Looks like the pace is 1:25.
We can see Luis Francisco San Clemente making his way to his first Grandma's Marathon win. Patience plays off, when you have a guy like Aaron Pike out in front, somebody that knows how to win here so many times. You know that Luis knew that coming in, so just keeping his eye on him he's got to be pretty happy with how he raced today.
Absolutely. And here he comes.
He is kicking
down the chute.
A lot of power in those strokes right now.
The victory from Colombia, the pride of Colombia. You can see him pointing at his chest. So that is back-to-back for Luis Francisco San Clemente here at Grandma's Marathon.
San Clemente showing some emotion there. I love that, just showing what it means to him to come across first there, showing some emotion, breaking that tape, and becoming the 2025 champion.
That's so exciting. Yeah, very, you can tell, very much pride. Exhausted, but proud.
You said it. It's back-to-back. I got that wrong because I'm usually out in front of the women's vehicle. This is my first time being with you guys, so I'm thankful that you reminded. He was here last year. He won. And you know what that's like, to just have that title and to want to regain that title and hold on to it.
And Aaron Pike was not here last year, and so, probably a very prideful moment for San Clemente to know, hey, not only did I win again, but I did beat Aaron Pike.
Aaron Pike, yeah.
Beat Aaron Pike.
Aaron Pike, the fastest man to ever complete this course, 1:20.02. They didn't quite get that today. But I don't know. I come from that era with Kara where times are really fun when they happen, but it is all about the win.
You got to race,
I know.
Yeah, and last year was such a fast year at Grandma's, and it is exciting when you have those days where everything goes perfect and you see those records fall. But you're Grandma's Marathon champion forever. You might not be record holder forever. You know what I mean? So I love seeing the people race and get after it and just go head to head.
Yep.
And learn how to race each other and take so much pride in the victory.
And, records are made to be broken,
right.
So it's always an exciting moment when that comes down. I know, speaking of the full marathoners, Dick Beardsley had said he was probably more emotional when Dominic Onduro broke his record than when he broke it.
When he broke it, yeah. I love that.
Oh, and Dick Beardsley again. We're just missing him on the broadcast today.
For sure.
Had some weather issues back home. He had to go home actually at 1 a.m. I got a text saying he was driving through the bad weather here.
Wow.
So it was pretty bad in Bemidji, but hi, Dick. We miss you.
We miss you. And yeah, we're so grateful everyone can be here today with the squad and the group that we've got here. Such an exciting and competitive field of athletes. We continue to see Chibi hold her own out front by herself.
But our men's pack has really dwindled down now to about 4. So Sammy Rotich, who is a veteran here, as we said on the course, having a good spring. Coming off that LA Marathon, he has to have some confidence. But still in the chase pack right there is Joe Reichow. He is not really losing tons of ground. He's not right there chomping at the bit, but he's got them in sight.
He seems to be running the tangent, too. He's running on the inside of every curve and making sure he's not taking a step too much there. So he seems to be running a real smart race, but this men's race is starting to break up, which is to be expected. They're into it now. They're an hour, 24 minutes into this race, and this is where it starts to get gritty, where things start to break up. And Sammy Rotich is the leader. He's looking around, looking for someone to help take the lead, but he's been here twice before. He's run well here, but never been the champion.
Yeah, we're having some stomach distress there, and this is interesting. It's tough to look at, right? But this is what happens. Now I'll have to see how he reacts and how he does. Sometimes, Kara, you know that better than anything. Like, if you get rid of it, sometimes it's better.
Oh, you can have a completely second win. You get it out, your stomach calms down.
Yeah.
You start to sip some other fluids on the course, and all of a sudden you feel better. I mean, that's one thing that's tricky with the fluids on a humid day.
I know.
You're trying to make sure you get it all in, but maybe because of the weather, it just affects the way you're absorbing things, and sometimes it is better. You just get it out. I know it doesn't look great, but maybe if his stomach can calm down now, he's actually going to feel better for getting that out, because clearly his body wasn't absorbing it.
He's still not feeling well out there. And you know, oh yeah, nobody wants to get that on you. So, but yet, I want to just talk about this while we are on this screen. You know, Bob Kempinen.
Oh, yeah.
He had
most famous puke of all time.
Most famous puke of all time.
All right.
And he won the Olympic trials that way.
Doing this.
Yes, like 6 times, I think. So, you know, I don't want to stay on it too long, but this is what it's all about. Us runners are crazy gritty.
Yes.
And we're tough and we're perseverant and we get through it. So.
And there's so many things that can go wrong in a marathon, and that's where you find who the champions are. They deal with the setback. You know, we saw Enduro earlier, like deal with the side stitch and they get back into it. So there are always things that pop up, whether it's weather, course, stomach issues, side stitches, and you deal with it.
But we
on.
don't want him to stop now drinking.
No.
We want him to keep fueling. So, you know, this is a good learning experience, but hopefully he's okay and he can regroup here.
Oh, it's great to have your perspective, both of you, from the running aspect of your careers with that elite. I mean, you're just pushing and pushing your body to its absolute limits, and to see him kind of recover from that moment and continue to go on is amazing. But Chibi holding strong here. She's still looking great. At mile 15 here, she's looking healthy, looking strong in her strides. We're not really seeing that pack behind her anymore, but we are around a curve here, so she's still doing great with her pace.
Just checking her watch. She does look pretty calm. I mean, eyes have been down, not really up. So sometimes I think when an eye looks down, it's like, are you a little bit out of it? But she's been like that the entire time, and I haven't been able to see her race like this on camera, so that might just be her style.
You know, this is really where the marathon starts to get hard. You know, you've crested that halfway point. You do start to feel it in the legs. And this is where sometimes when you're racing someone, it's almost easier. But right now, she's continued to push away on her own. We can't even see second place, so she clearly has a nice big lead.
Kind of where we are right now.
Yeah, last we were hearing from Tom Hansen in that lead women's car. Her last split was about 5:35.
First lady.
So the men have gone through over 16, correct? Is that where we're?
It's like we've pared down to 4 at mile 18.
18 now, yes. And we're just waiting on the women to go through 16. So we'll see if we can get that update.
She
we
got
obviously
her bottle
can see
here.
Chibi.
She got her bottle. And I'm hoping she's going to hang on to that for a little bit now and take her time and get whatever she needs in. Because when you've missed a bottle, you really can't be skimpy after that. So notice how she didn't just take a sip and throw it. She's really working that bottle and making sure she's getting all that fluid.
Well, they have it all the way down to like how many ounces you should drink. And I was not a professional marathoner, but I did some Gatorade testing back in the day for Gatorade, and it's amazing how much you're supposed to actually put back in your body. Did you go through all that testing?
I would do training where you would weigh yourself before you run, and then you would do a really long, hard effort, like a 3-hour run or like a really long workout, and weigh yourself after, and you would kind of get graded, like how much weight did you lose throughout the run, because you're trying to put that back in. The less that you lose is the more that you're hydrating. So it's just water weight that's coming off you. You're not actually like losing weight during the marathon, but you don't want to get in that deprivation state of dehydration. So it becomes really important.
Yeah, that's really impressive. All the science that goes into running, of course. You know, there's so much technology too with running shoes and the different types of shoes you can get. I know there's been conversations about newer shoes that are maybe a little controversial. Just a different, you know, kind of bounce they might give you. And
well, the good thing now is that most of the athletes are in them, so it's not just like when Kara was still racing and some were in and some were out of them. But yeah, also just the fueling has just, everything has, as it should in sport, everything has kind of progressed with time, and Yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of new fueling too.
Yeah, there's bicarb, there's all sorts of.
I mean, that's a word that everyone is talking about, even at the high school level. Which I was like, let's just drink the flat Coke. I mean, that tastes much better than all the new stuff anyway.
Yeah. The sport is evolving, right? And I think we've seen that with just times getting so faster and all across. Like as we talked earlier this morning, Carrie, high school level through the professionals, sport's evolving, and these athletes are stepping up to the plate and saying, "Hey, I know I have to run faster, and I'm gonna get it done."
Yeah, whether we like it
or not.
we
keep getting a race off the record books, but
so true.
That's fine.
For our viewers who may be unfamiliar with, you guys are talking about the personal fluids. What are they? Electrolytes, but just kind of describe to those who may be unfamiliar with that form of fueling, what goes into that.
I mean, everyone's really different. You have to have your own personal nutrition really dialed in. So some people have really highly concentrated electrolyte drinks. Some people, I couldn't stomach that. So for me, I would take usually a gel and then water because I couldn't drink something sweet. Some people have salt in their bottles. Some people have caffeine in their bottles. So it's really, everyone is different.
Yep. Watching a big pack of wheelers go behind us, so now that's going to start getting exciting too. Still the men. We haven't seen the women yet.
But even each bottle they have could be different on the course. It's not like they make their bottles and they're all exactly the same. Some might have caffeine, some might have a higher concentration early on when your stomach can palate it more. And you really have to practice that. You can't just do it on race day.
For sure.
Looks like we have a little bit of a move in the men's race right now.
I believe we are seeing our lead female wheeler coming down the chute. About a mile to the finish for our lead, what will be our women's wheeler champion.
And that is Vanessa Cristina D'Souza.
Yeah, she just flew by us, behind us there.
She really did. Was on great pace, flying, absolutely ready. This is her grandma's marathon debut.
Yep.
Coming all the way from Brazil.
Way to come.
She's coming off of the London Marathon where she was 10th place and she finished 7th in Boston. She ran the marathon in the Paralympics where she was 10th in Paris. So she's had a really nice last 2025 and 2024. This is her debut at Grandma's, but she's a 2-time Paralympian for Brazil.
That's wonderful. She wanted to come to Grandma's in 2021. She did sign up, but unfortunately due to the COVID-19 pandemic, she was not able to fly from Brazil to the United States. So this is her probably long-awaited Grandma's marathon debut.
Well, it's going to pay off for her. She looked very strong going by us, and it looks like she's built up a significant lead. So she's going to get to enjoy that stretch down into the finish line with everybody cheering her on.
Yeah, she seemed strong. She didn't seem to be struggling. She seemed to be enjoying the look out the lake. Of course, head still down, very focused, but can't help but imagine it's a nice sight to see. And here she is. Yeah, still looking very, very strong.
I love her uniform, by the way. So cute, matches her chair.
I love it.
I love the chair. Yeah.
Yes.
Vanessa Cristina D'Souza.
And this is a little tricky finish, I think, for the wheelers. It's a little turny as they come in here. They're kind of navigating these big turns. So you see them slow down a little bit. But then they get that nice long straightaway once they get around these turns.
Definitely loud. Everyone's got their cowbells out. It was loud during the 5K yesterday, and the crowds are definitely bigger today, so that's got to be fun for them to finish.
I could not believe how loud the crowds are for the 5K.
It was amazing.
I was like, what is happening? This is like a fun run 5K.
It was the biggest field they've ever had.
It was amazing.
Yeah, over 2,500 participants, but the crowd was...
Right. The crowd was 3 times as legit, yeah.
Do a sprint finish for I think it's 3rd now that they're going for on the men's side.
Yes, 3rd for the men. And they're prepping for Vanessa Cristina D'Souza to come across.
We see those flags. They're letting everyone know she's coming. You see those orange flags there.
Make way. She's roaring into the finish line.
Always fun to crack the tape, and she's had some really phenomenal performances already this year. But I bet this is going to be one to remember for her.
This is going to feel good. kind of on the right side of your screen. The right lane is where she'll be coming across. Getting the tape out.
I love Grandma too.
She gets to see her. Here she is. Oh, what a fun moment. Love to see the big smile. Oh. Always a meaningful moment. Vanessa Cristina de Souza, your 2025 Grandma's Marathon Women's Wheeler Champion out of Brazil.
Well, maybe she's used to the humidity.
Yeah, she might
from
be.
Brazil.
So true.
I don't know, a little warmer. She's used to the warm climate, but she handled that like a champ. Obviously, she had such a big lead. She took control of the race early and just powered away. Yeah. She gets her flowers from Grandma.
This is great. Yeah, she's had a great year so far.
Yeah, she really
7th
has.
at Boston, 10th at London, and now 1st at Grandma's Marathon. At just about 140, just came in just before 140, which means she might have unofficial. I didn't catch the time she came across, but her personal record is 140.21.
Yeah, she might have been right under that, to be honest.
Might have came in under the money there.
Let's see.
And she set that personal record back in 2020.
Well, let's see. 139.55.
Yeah, 139.55.
So that is a personal record for her. That's so awesome for her to win a big marathon like that and set a personal record at the same time. What a great day.
Yeah. Wow, personal record, Grandma's Marathon Championship victory. That's really cool. Down at the finish line, I know Spencer Pierce is able to witness all of the glory, so I want to toss it down to Spencer at the finish line.
All right, party's still going strong. We saw two wheelers obviously come through the finish line, but I'm joined by Kyle from Toyota. Kyle, what a weekend, right?
Amazing.
What does it mean to have Toyota's name kind of through all this, attached to all this? What does it mean to you guys?
Yeah, this is 35 years of sponsorship. It means a lot to us just being able to be here at 10 with you guys. It's my second year. It's amazing to be with the fans, amazing to be with the runners, so really appreciate you guys having us out here.
Toyota, obviously a brand that prides itself on the community aspect. What do you have to say about, the thousands of people that showed up here today?
It's amazing. Every single time I see it, I mean, I told you second year in a row, but just the volunteers, the fans, it's just a whole community around here, and that's what we're all about at the end of the day at Toyota, so it's just a fantastic event overall.
When you look at Grandma's weekend as a whole, is there something that you specifically, personally, kind of wake up for and you get excited about, or is it just kind of this whole thing?
No, I wake up to see the runners cross that finish line. It is an emotional event for them, and even for me on the sidelines. It's just great seeing their families, friends around them, supporting them. They trained for months and months, and they got to accomplish such an amazing thing. So,
right on. All right, appreciate it, man.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Guys, back up to you.
Thanks so much, Spencer. Yeah, of course, it takes so many hands to make Grandma's Marathon happen, so they're grateful for every bit of help they can get. We've got so much more coming up for you at Grandma's Marathon. This is your 49th Grandma's Marathon, brought to you by ASICS. We've got so much more right after this.
Minnesota students learn and grow thanks to our excellent public school system. And every year, our schools receive millions from the state's Permanent School Fund, which earns money through school trust lands. This school year, the fund will distribute a record $48.9 million across hundreds of schools. Rents and royalties from iron ore mining and taconite leases contribute the most, nearly 70%. Minnesota Mines, supported by Minnesota Mines.
Quality shoes, clothing, and gifts from Benders. Our family serving yours.
heart failure here, and now his liver was failing.
Decades ago, he tried cutting-edge equipment and embraced its potential.
It was kind of a new thing. You were like the third person to try it. Were you nervous?
I loved it. It gave him a chance to get a new heart. Now, 30 years later, he's outlived expectations.
Who was the doctor that said you were one son of a gun?
Hear how organ donation saved his life. Wednesday on WDIO News at 5.
I'm Leah Zamarco. Thank you for choosing Good Morning Northland.
WDIO DT Duluth, WIRT DT Hibbing. This is live coverage of the 49th Grandma's Marathon, presented by ASICS.
Welcome back to Grandma's Marathon here in Duluth. You know, it is an accomplishment to complete one marathon, but Thomas Peterson is a lifer chasing 1,000 miles. He ran his first Grandma's Marathon in 1980, then moved to 2 harbors, and he bought an exclusive lifetime membership. He's been a race weekend regular ever since. He now lives actually along the course. He has completed this race 29 times, but he is not going to quit until he hits 39 and gets to join an even more exclusive club, the Grandma's Marathon 1,000 Mile Club.
Tom Peterson still has the t-shirt from his very first Grandma's Marathon. It was 1980, and back then, they didn't even include the year on the shirt.
It was surprising how festive it was. The few races I had done, other than maybe the state cross-country meet, really didn't have spectators like that.
He was in his 20s then and ran his fastest marathon ever during his 4th Grandma's.
Of my 45 marathons, 29 of them have been Grandma's.
It helps that he lives in 2 harbors, but Tom is also a member of a very rare group.
Once my wife bought my lifetime membership. After that, I was too cheap to not run it.
Yep, a lifetime membership. Grandma's Marathon sold 300 of these in the late 1980s. It cost the Petersons around $100.
It's been a good investment.
Considering a single race entry costs more than that now, I'd say so.
I kind of feel bad. I feel like I need to make some kind of donation.
30 Grandma's Marathons is a major milestone, but he's eyeing another one too, the 1,000 Mile Club.
If you do, I believe 39 Grandmas times 26.2 puts you over 1,000 Grandma's Marathon miles, and you get a belt buckle. You know, I'm not sure I need the belt buckle, but it seemed like a good goal.
It's a family sport. Tom's run 26.2 with each of his daughters, and his wife runs too. His father-in-law was also a marathoner.
His wife always gave him the advice, though, that remember, you can always quit. So that was a motivational speech, I guess. But
so far, Tom hasn't taken it to heart either. Last year, he finished 2nd in his age group.
You know, it's not just trying to run it, but for some reason, I'm still trying to do my best, which obviously isn't nearly as fast as it was years ago. I peaked at age 24, so here I am, well over 40 years beyond my peak.
Or maybe the peaks just look different now. Bailey Warfield for WDIO News.
How fun. Thank you, Bailey. I love the advice.
Yeah,
You can quit
and the
whenever you
motivational
want.
speech.
You can always quit. That story had us all giggling. We want to go over Tom. That was great.
I definitely want to go.
He does look amazing.
Okay, go Tom.
Can't wait to celebrate his 39th marathon. Well, let's take another look at our Coca-Cola men's leaders. We're already at mile 21. Wow, this flies by. Hitting Lakeside here with Sammy Rotich. Pulling away, looks like, out of that pack that stuck together for so long.
Yeah, they really broke it up, but it sounds like Joel Reichel, who we saw just when we came back to the elite coverage, he is still there. He's only about 8 seconds is what our last word was from Charlie Mahler. So
this is quite the story because Sammy Rotich's his third time at Grandma's. He's wanting to be the third time is the charm to finally become the champion. Well, Joel Reichow is trying to make history here, becoming the first person to win the half and the full. So we have quite a story. Either one of these men, if they win, it's going to be pretty special.
Either way you cut it, it's going to be a great race. Yeah, he won. Joel Reichow, I should say, won the half marathon in 2023. So yeah, that would be extremely fun. Sammy Rotich, 8th last year, 2nd 2022. So yeah, what a way that this has really mapped out here since the beginning. I mean, they stuck together so tightly. We even saw the resurgence of the pack and the chase pack coming in with the elite pack, and now Rotich and Reichow the ones to be pulling out.
And I really like Reichow's positioning. I liked it earlier when he was in the pack waiting. He looks like, obviously he's working, but he looks like there might still be something in the tank. And he has that advantage of chasing Rotich right now, keeping his eyes up and having something to focus on, where Rotich is just trying to keep himself going, right? And he looks like he's suffering a little bit more, at least to my eyes. Carrie, what do you think?
I mean, I think that what Joel is doing is, it's really smart. Even if he's going through some ups and downs right now, he has to keep him within reach, because mentally in the later stages here, we know how hard the marathon is in general, but to be going for the win, you just have to see your competitors. So I wish that just for his sake that he could get up on him and just relax, but maybe he is really being conservative and just trying to be even. Yes. And Sammy Rotich might be the guy that's throwing in surges here and there and using a little more energy.
Seems very focused,
He's
very
closing,
dialed
though. I mean, he looks very, I mean, he's right
I feel
there.
like he is just very slowly closing the gap. There's still a lot of running left. There's still 5 miles of running left. He knows this course very well. He's run the half. He's won the half. So I think maybe this is a very calculated closing of that gap. He doesn't need to take the lead right now. He doesn't have to run away with it at mile 21. He can wait. Now, I don't think that Sammy Rotich is going to say, here, go ahead, take it.
Have it.
He probably has something in his back pocket as well. He's looking over his shoulder. He knows that he's still aware. He's aware that he is still there. But we have a battle on our hands in this men's division.
What I've liked about Joel Reichow this season in particular is watching him sort of go through his training and race through his training at the same time. He went to the half marathon champs, which I called in Atlanta, and he didn't have a very good day there. He was in the 20s, and he said it wasn't great. Well, then he kept working through he said the more miles he can put on his body, the better he does. So as his marathon training progressed, he progressed in his racing. So he went from, not having a great day at the half, then he ran the 25K where he was 5th, and then he ran the 10 mile and he was 14th. So he's just slowly but surely getting into it, and it's all about timing and peaking at the right time. And today he looks like he's having a good day.
Honestly, he looks as he did at the beginning. The same sort of stride, the same sort of arm carriage. I mean, Sammy Rotich is definitely using his arms more than we saw at the beginning. They both have decent knee lifts still. There's still a long ways to go, but they definitely have separated themselves from everybody else.
Yep.
Yeah, Reichow, I like what you mentioned about his form. He really has kept that form. All 22 of these miles. He has not faltered.
No, that low arm carry. He's not really working the arms too much yet.
And he was one of those that fell out of that kind of tight lead pack earlier on around that 7-mile mark, but was able at that 10-mile mark to get back into that lead pack. So I think you guys were talking about maybe those water fuel stations playing a role in when that happens.
And also I think there's something about, he's had this quiet confidence yesterday at the press conference where he's not boisterous. He just sort of has this confidence. And sometimes when people are doing surges throughout the race, we have people out there that have been giving us the splits of the men. And there was like a mile at 440. There have been some surges. And you are so confident in what you're ready to do. You just stick to your own race strategy. You say, hey, if they put a couple seconds on me right now, it's okay. But this is not over yet. They can see Lemon Drop, and we see Sammy Rotich is still winning at this point.
And when you see Lemon Drop, I don't care. Everyone knows it. I haven't even run this race, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's time.
This is the time. For those maybe new to Grandma's Marathon, Lemon Drop Hill is the point where you make the push. It's the very deciding point of many Grandma's Marathon races because it's uphill. It's a tough
There used to be a restaurant at the top, Lemon Drop. And you know what's funny is when I was a kid, I would run Lemon Drop and think it's not that bad. And then when I ran the half, I was like, oh, it's different. It's different when you have a lot of miles, hard miles in your legs and you get there.
But the difference, too, there is now they're starting to see people like, you know, Sammy Rotich, we know him in America because he's done well at races over here. But a lot of people in the U.S. know Joe Reichow, but also so many people know him in Minnesota. So, like, now he's starting to get to the cheer zones where you're going to see the Minnesota Distance Elite cheer zones. You're going to see the Mill City cheer zones. A lot of people are going to be helping him along the way. But I mean, I just saw Sammy Rotich take a little bit of a look back, and you know, maybe he's starting to feel that presence.
And Carrie, you can feel that cheers.
Oh, for sure.
It can really give you a second wind. I used to sometimes run closer to the crowd so I could feel the energy, and it would like motivate me to keep pushing. And so that's really going to help Joe Reichow as it's not his hometown, but it's his home state, right? And he's going to be embraced in a way that's really going to help him. But Sammy Rotich also his third time here. People know him here. They've seen him race here. And what a story it would be for him to finally get that crown.
But this is what I always say, and if you listen to me a lot, I'm sorry if I repeat myself, but I love to see an athlete. You know, a lot of people think that we run track, we can make left turns, and that's all we can do as athletes. Well, I do think we are much more than just putting one foot in front of the other. We are agile, we are good athletes. But when someone like a Sammy Rotich just goes over and he's talking to the volunteers, he's actually awake enough to be able to say, hey, I want some water, and I can move through that. That to me tells me that he's still within himself. Like he still has the wherewithal to know that I'm on pace, I'm winning, I can get my fluids, and he's awake.
Still communicating with people. He's able to tell them what he needs. He does look back a lot.
He does.
He does.
And
I've been noticing
sometimes it's fine because you want to get that information, but sometimes it's a tell that I'm hurting a little bit.
Or it's telling Joel that. Like Joel is wondering what.
I'm telling you, every time he looks back, Joel is like, "Yep,
I'm still here."
Yep.
He's not looking back.
And can we just give Joel a shout out for that beautiful hair? I mean, you and I were talking yesterday. He doesn't put it back, and we would take a week to comb it out after. That is his MO, and I love it because we can see him
It's very easy to pick him out.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. He is not
but
hard
a little
to
bit
find.
of a grimace there, maybe, just coming up that, and we say a bump, right? But I mean, no, it's not a bump. He's working hard now.
That's the thing is that, like, as I was saying, when I was younger, I was like, it's not that bad. But once you have 20-some miles in your legs, it is significant, right? And you've been doing this rolling thing where the hills are never that big, and that's like a longer climb. And now, you know, this is the point where you really, I think Dakota or Annie talked about this yesterday at the press conference, you got to keep something for this part of the course. You have that climb up Lemon Drop. You're not done yet. There's still 4 miles to go. And that's where you're going to start to see the turns in the last 2 miles. So you still need to have something in your back pocket when you get to this point of the race.
Yeah, speaking of Dakota and Annie, I wonder if maybe this will shape out similarly to that half marathon run. For those of you joining us now, Dakota and Annie were neck and neck for that Grandma's, for the Gary Bjorklund half marathon, and Annie Frisbee was the one to pull out the win there. We are just miles away from seeing our full marathon finisher. So real quick here, we're going to take a break. This is the 49th Grandma's Marathon presented by ASICS. We'll be right back.
Community College. Bold careers begin here.
Yeah! Sam, Elmo!
Oh, hey, Julia! Are you ready to play band with us? I'm gonna play my clarinet.
And Elmo's gonna play his drum. Drum loud.
Oh, well, you know what to do, Julia.
Julia knows.
With Julia's autism, loud sounds can be too much.
But she still loves to make music. Play band.
Early screening for autism can make a lifetime of difference. Find out more at screenforautism.org.
Keyport Liquor, now open in Duluth.
Dear Triathlon, let's splash through rushing rivers, take on iconic trails, and race straight to the top. What's the point of winning if you can't kick back and enjoy the view? Yours, Toyota SUVs.
Right now, lease a new 2025 Land Cruiser for $499 a month, or lease a 2025 RAV4 for $349 a month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Seeing young girls excited about the weather, excited about science, really warms my heart because that's something that I look back and I remember.
Teaching them safety, teaching them the basics, and then being a positive role model.
A lot of STEM fields are challenging, and that's something that deters people, but I do think it's important to see women as experts in different fields of science.
Having a career that's science related is rewarding because it draws from the part of me that wants to make a difference in the community.
WDIO Storm Track Weather.
WDIO DT Duluth, WIRT DT Hibbing. This is live coverage of the 49th Grandma's Marathon, presented by ASICS.
Welcome back to a Grandma's Marathon. Things are really heating up. We have our half winners. We have our wheeler champions. And now we are just about 3 miles away from our men's full marathon winners. Kind of seems like it's between Sammy Rotich and Joel Reichow from White Bear Lake.
Absolutely. And maybe they're not happy, but we're happy because we have a race on our hands, and it's so exciting. There isn't a clear runaway winner. They might wish they were separated a little bit more, but for us, it's extremely exciting. Yeah,
give us a show. Our mics going during the commercials because Kara and I are like going crazy.
It's so exciting.
It's so fun. I mean, this is what you want to see. You want to see people really racing each other all the way to the finish, and that's what we're getting in this men's race right now.
And it's not, I mean, it is the 2 of them that are in the front, but they are not far ahead of our group behind them as well. Yeah. They are coming down. This is the fun part for them. And then we've got Chibi. She's coming into Lester Park, still far and away the leader for the Women's Elite, brought to you by Members Cooperative Credit Union. Mile 20 for Chibi, so she's got about 6.
Let's just say a kind word about her. She's been out there by herself running, you know, basically between 5:25 and 5:30 by herself, constantly looking at her watch, almost like it's a training run.
I know.
And I've just been really impressed. You know, we wondered early on if maybe it was a little too aggressive for the weather, too aggressive to be running by herself. She's been very consistent out there.
Yeah, I mean, I think she is such a talent. I mean, she's good on the cross-country courses. You know, if you look back at her stats, she can kind of run it all. And she doesn't run a ton of marathons. We haven't seen her run any over here. I believe this is her first time running a marathon here. She ran the only one that I can find in Nairobi. Yeah. And we talked about that. It's close to 7,000 feet, somewhere around there. So very high altitude. She ran under 2:30 there. So, I mean, not surprising, but she's new to us.
She is new to us. And as you pointed out, she looks down a lot, which sometimes is a tell that there's struggle.
Yeah.
But she hasn't slowed down. And she continues to pull away. So what a race out of her. Yeah. It's really, really been impressive. Very different situation than the men's, but extremely impressive to just go for it from the gun and do her own thing. And, I mean, she's not at the finish yet, but she really has controlled this effort.
Yeah, the last update we had, she was just over a minute ahead of our chase pack. So she definitely has some cushion. But again, anything can happen. You know, there's a lot that can happen in the marathon. But right now, she looks like she's looked the entire way.
Yeah, that ability for her to keep her pace all by herself.
Oh, wow. Even. We have a race. I just love racing, Carrie and Alicia. Like,
this is amazing.
No, you don't. Racing.
You don't like to race. Yeah, Carrie, I don't believe you.
It makes me so excited. Obviously, a runaway winner is exciting because you know what they put into it. But when we have a race on our hands, they're on opposite sides of the road right now, each doing their own thing. Joel
continues to look so calm, cool, and collected.
Yes. But I really feel like Reichow has just plotted this out.
He really has. He's been watching what's in front of him the entire time.
I can hear "Come on, Joel" coming from the fans. So like you guys said, that White Bear, like that Minnesota connection, even though it's 2.5 hours north of his hometown.
I think he's going to get a lot of cheers as he enters more into the city part here, into the downtown area. And Sammy Roches is still there, but I just like the confidence in Joel Reichow's stride right now. The way he's moved, you know, he's running. Look at where everyone else is running, and look at where he's running. He's
right in the middle.
He's running his own position on the road. He's run here before. He knows what he's doing in the half, and he's just focused and zeroed in.
He really is. I mean, you know, Joel has been, like you said, kind of on the middle line the entire way, but that to me just says he's focused. You know, we've been talking the last couple weeks. I've been like kind of texting him and saying, can you just give me a little something here? He's very quiet, and he just keeps saying training's been going well. And I think that's just the thing.
This is who he is.
It's not his motto, but he's been telling himself, and he's been looking at things. and he knows and he's locked in. And he said he really wasn't concerned about the places that he had with the races coming into it because he's just been so focused on this race.
He said he had some hiccups, as you always do, you know, but he was very understated. He was like, I've had some hiccups, but I feel good about my training.
Yeah.
And I did just see Sammy Rotich look over his shoulder, which kind of tells me he's starting to protect that second position instead of chase down the lead. So again, Carrie was the one that pointed this out yesterday to me. We might be seeing history for the first person to win the full and the half.
And, you know, we got to give some shout-outs to Emmanuel Massel. We haven't even talked about him. He was 4th here last year, and he's not out of it. We can see him. I think he's in that all-green kit, which eventually we will see. But, yeah, he's still in it, and Gadema is as well. And Gadema's the one that has, there it is, the all-green kit there. And then Gadema is the one that had the stomach issues. You got to give him props for sticking with it. He's there in the yellow.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Emmanuel, very cool. 2-time Olympian, made his debut in Duluth last summer, finishing 4th at Grandma's Marathon, trying to make that his way up the podium this year.
But I think that it's good that Joel is pushing now, because if he was just conserving and letting Sammy run those last few miles, he also maybe did take a look back and saw that Massel was coming. Massel definitely is still in the picture, and I think for Joel, you can't wait too long because there are other people behind. So, you know, Sammy Rotich still looking okay, but Joel really looks good right now.
When I look at Joel right now, I'm just thinking he has to contain a lot of emotions right now.
Yes.
This is a huge goal he's had for a long time. He wants this so badly. He knows history is on the line. Look at these crowds. And look at how crazy
I can hear them roaring in my ear.
Like right there, he's running by his people, and he's having to maintain that. Look at he's about to go by Vickers now. He has to maintain all of that emotion because it's not over yet, right? So this is always a part that I always found a little bit of a struggle because
he's not even looking, he's not breaking focus.
You're like, I can't celebrate yet. The race isn't over yet, but yet it's happening. Your dream is coming true.
Chris Lundstrom, his coach, right there. You can see him in the blue on the side getting interviewed because everyone has a mic now. And Chris was an awesome marathoner himself, but just really found his stride in coaching. And, you know, he's Dakota's coach and Annie's coach, now Joel's coach. Just really fun for him to see the success. But I also think the synergy, the energy at Minnesota Distance Elite has really gone up the last few years.
I was going to say that he credited you yesterday, Carrie. He credited you at the press conference for really getting the Minnesota Distance Elite going and proving you could train in Minnesota and make big teams and do big things. He credited Carrie for that. And he said, then we had a little lull, and then Dakota really picked back up. But success breeds success,
it does,
right?
For sure.
When you see your teammates day in and day out having great success, you know you can do it too.
Absolutely. And right before our winning moment here, we're going to take one really quick break. This is the 49th Grandma's Marathon presented by A6. We'll be right back.
Minnesota students learn and grow thanks to our excellent public school system. And every year, our schools receive millions from the state's permanent school fund, which earns money through school trust lands. This school year, the fund will distribute a record $48.9 million across hundreds of schools. Rents and royalties from iron ore mining and taconite leases contribute the most, nearly 70%. Minnesota Mines, supported by Minnesota Mines.
Attention Duluth. The championship-winning Duluth Harbor Monsters are charging up for another epic season, and guess what? They want you to be part of the action. Feel the roar of the crowd, the surge of adrenaline with every touchdown, and the joy of celebrating victories with a community that's just like family. Season tickets are available now. Don't miss your chance to be at the heart of the excitement. Call the Deck Arena today at 218-727-4344 to secure your season tickets. Join the Duluth Harbor Monsters and let's make this season unforgettable.
Gogebic Community College. Bold careers begin here.
Let Window Concepts of Minnesota transform your home with 80% off installation. Save on windows, doors, baths, showers, and tub-to-shower conversions, plus patio doors. Call today and get 80% off installation, plus no interest and no payments for 18 months. And with every free estimate, Window Concepts will give you a $50 Target gift card.
Call Window Concepts at 866-800-8274 or log on to windowconceptsmn.com.
A fall classic you won't want to miss. Tamarack Health Whistle Stop Marathon, October 11th.
This is live coverage of the 49th Grandma's Marathon, presented by ASICS.
Welcome back to your Coca-Cola leader, and he so far is Joel Reichow. What a pull away he has done to Sammy Rotich since Lemon Drop Hill. We're at mile 25. He passed him at the Lemon Drop point. Now he's in downtown Duluth, and what a distance he has put between Sammy Rotich there in the blue behind him. The White Bear Lake, Minnesota native, getting a lot of the cheers.
He's getting so many cheers, and he is so locked in. We were saying that he passed his people, his cheer squad, and his coach, and he did not acknowledge it. He is so locked in right now. He is focused at the job ahead. He knows what he has left, and he looks amazing.
I just keep thinking, is Chris Lundstrom sprinting to the finish now? Like,
probably.
You know, just so excited. But you know what I love about how Joel raced today, and it's not over, but the entire way he was kind of letting people do their thing in the early stages, and that's what he said. We were getting to jog just a little bit yesterday, and he said, I'm going to just be a little bit more conservative in the early stages. He knows that he's ready to run fast. He knows he's ready to win, but he didn't want to burn it too early, and wow, has he had a really great strategic race today.
He really has. He's just ran his own race the entire time. He's just been focused on what was right for him. If they pulled away a little bit, that was fine. He had confidence they would come back. And look at the distance he has put on.
Yeah. What a distance. I only saw a quick brief look at his watch, but he has been laser focused in front of him.
It only says 5 seconds on our last check, but there's definitely more in between. I mean, it's probably close to 20, maybe 25 now, and he's got to feel so good right now.
It was interesting earlier on when we had that pack of 10. He was always kind of in the back of that pack of 10. Then they fell off. He was part of the group that fell off. Then they rejoined again about halfway through. Earlier, a little bit about that 10-mile mark. And wow, what a push he has made towards the end here.
Well, this is really reminiscent to me of Edna Kiplagat, one of the greatest racers of all time. She's always invisible in the early stages, meaning she's there, but she's not making any of the moves. And that's exactly what Joel Reichow has done today. He was there, but he wasn't wasting mental energy. Now he's going to get a little reprieve here and go downhill. And he's going to take that. He's going to roll those legs there.
Might hurt so good, right?
Yeah,
but I mean, he knows this.
But look, he's trying to take advantage here. He knows there's a turn and a downhill.
Kind of doing that quick run.
Yes, and open up that lead just ever so slightly more to protect his position, but he knows he's
not one look back,
so
Kara.
Nope, not. He has never looked back. And a little bit earlier on, we were talking about how Sammy Rotich was continuously looking back, even when he had the lead. And you guys had mentioned that that could mean one of two things. And turns out it was the second of them, where it meant he was keeping an eye on Joel, and that look back gave Joel the opportunity. Every time he saw him was, "Yep, I'm here.
I'm still here.
I'm still here.
I'm still here." Yeah.
And I'm going to take your spot.
He grew up in White Bear Lake. He went to South Dakota State University, came back to Minneapolis. He's now in sales. As I said, works 25 hours a week in what some people call his real job, but this is also a real job, and he is doing great things here as a professional runner.
Quite the real job being done here. Spectators kind of chasing him down here, not wanting to miss that winning moment.
I mean, I think it's going to be really loud when he passes behind us.
He is really close. We're seeing the crowd clearing vehicle come down our side of Harbor Drive here to make room for Joel Reichow to come down Harbor Drive to see the bridge, to see all of his fans, and many of them finishers of the half.
Here he comes, you guys.
Oh my gosh, they might have to turn my mic off.
I can hear the crowd start to get up, and we see the lead
Here comes Joel.
Here he comes. He'd be the first Minnesota man to win.
Here comes Joel. Right behind us.
Since Chris Rabe won. So this would be the first Minnesota man to win since Chris Rabe.
It's going to be deafening when he comes down the sled.
I'm not going to lie. I can't wait to see some emotion break out on his face.
Me too.
Because right now,
I cannot wait.
He is just in the moment. He's not thinking ahead. But at some point, he's going to say, he's going to make that turn. He's going to see that finish line. And he's going to know it's his.
Significant lead. He's made it to the slip bridge. Sammy Rotich now coming down the pipe here on Harbor Drive.
And Emmanuel Massel coming right here as well.
What a lead Reichow has created for himself in this final stretch.
First man right here to win the Gary Bjorklund half marathon and then to come back and win Grandma's marathon. That is pretty special. You know, you think of all of the people that have run here before and all the big names, and for him to say, I actually won both. I mean,
it's first time ever. History in the making.
Being made today. It's so exciting to be here today and to see this and to see him. You know, believe that he had the ability to do that in the early stages with all the other men. The big pack just ride it out, and wait till the time was right for him to make this move.
Yes.
And now look at this giant lead he has built.
He has really, really pulled himself away from Sammy. I believe it was Emmanuel Messel in third, coming in after Sammy.
What I've loved about Joel this year is that there's a one look.
That's deserved. Because now he knows he can run this in, right? He can actually
celebrate.
Soak this in. Exactly.
First time I've seen him do the heavy look at the watch, the heavy look
We're waiting
back.
for that little smile, Joel. But you know, this is what I loved. He said he didn't have those races, or those big races where he had a big finish this year coming in, but he was on the plan to win this marathon, and he is stuck to the plan. And again, another big one. He can't believe it.
I wonder if he is thinking he can't believe it. I mean, he is so far ahead right now.
Excited at this point.
Yeah, he's got to know it's over. It's his. And he gets to run down in this packed out crowd on this final stretch and just soak this in, this history-making performance.
He does seem like the kind of guy that's, I'm not going to enjoy it until I got it locked down. He does, you can tell he's loosening up his kind of face. He's getting a little turn of the smile under the mustache.
Oh, yeah.
And this is going to be a moment to remember.
It really is. This is where Dakota Popain's career really took off. And then she won it again, so she's a two-time Grandma's marathon winner, and she said this is where it all happened. And I think for Joel, knowing that he won the half before, but to come and win the big one, the long one, the 26.2, I think we're going to see some big things for him.
Up and they're waving.
And guys,
another look
he's
back,
looking over his shoulder, but he is still running hard. Like he's
running hard.
We can't see him right now, but his turnover is actually increasing as he runs in here towards home.
Joel Reichow, remember that name, everybody, from White Bear Lake, Minnesota. Trains with Minnesota Distance Elite.
Person to win both the Gary Bjorklund half marathon and Grandma's marathon. We thought it might have been Dakota Popain and Frisbee beat her out, but Joel Reichow said, don't worry.
I'll take care of it. Teammate, and I got this.
I got you.
I got you.
I saw a smile.
Look, here he goes.
Yes. They are so appreciative. They know what they just saw. They're so proud of a Minnesota native winning this race. What an effort.
Taken a long time.
Reichow. Unbelievable.
Reichow. Just about the 2:12 mark unofficially for him. Grandma's marathon champion, Minnesota native, first person to win both the Gary Bjorklund half marathon and Grandma's marathon. You finally are seeing the emotions break out on his face.
This guy is a quiet guy, but he has a lot of heart. We just saw it today. Sammy Rochich there in second.
He holds on to second place. Joel Reichow overtook him about the 23-mile mark, about that lemon drop hill part.
Looks like Emmanuel Messel wrapping up in third. And he really kept the pressure on.
And this race really broke up in those final 6 miles. You know, it was such a tight pack, and it really just broke up over these final stages.
So fun to see it this so close. Spencer will be able to grab once we let him breathe.
Yeah,
we'll let him breathe.
We don't want to hear from him. We want to hear from Joel.
Let him breathe a second. Joel Reichow will be able to hear from him. Let him soak up his championship moment for just a moment here. Wow. I mean, how meaningful is this? The crowd really got a show in this marathon here. It was fun to see that kind of go down to the wire at that chokehold point and then to watch Reichow pull away.
It was incredible to hear the crowd. right?
It was incredible.
It was so loud when he came down that final stretch. People just so excited and elated to see him. And even Joel had to break a smile.
I know. And I don't think he's a real serious guy. I think he's just kind of a quiet guy and reserved.
I think that helped him so much in this race. So he kept reserved. You could see it in his stance and his body positioning and posture in his face. He was so just reserved and ready to race his own race.
So focused on this. Big day for him.
It does seem like our elite pack had kind of stuck together and continued to cross the finish line in that order that they were in.
Will Norris finished in 4th, had a big day, 2:14.03. And JP Trojan also, Joseph Trojan, as some know him, he's also got a new PR of 2:14.13. He and Joel train together, so to go 1 and 5 with your training partner, that's pretty neat.
That is such an exciting time. More elite streaming past our about 25-mile mark here. Yeah, I bet Dakota is giving Joel probably a pretty big hug right about now.
Yes. It was really cool at the press conference to see how much that team supports each other, the men and the women, and that they really are a whole team. And the women's success, it encourages the men, and the men's success inspires the women, and they really work well together.
Yeah, they do. I mean, it's always been a team that hasn't had tons of backing and different, sponsors and things. They all kind of have to work on it on their own. So they do kind of come together and really encourage each other to get out there and do the great things that they know they can.
They really can. And Spencer Pierce, our own, is with the Grandma's Marathon champion, Joel Reichout. Spencer, let's hear from our Minnesota winner.
Joel, you just made Grandma's Marathon history. Are you aware of that, first of all?
Yeah, that was the goal. I went in, wanted to be the first person to win both, and just set my eyes on it, tried to stay patient, stay smooth, and it paid off. I can't believe it.
Do you feel like you stayed patient and stayed smooth that entire time?
Yeah, there was a lot of surging, and I just tried to just let them go, reel them back in, and try to keep it as steady as possible.
You're also the first American since 2009 to win the marathon. What are your thoughts on that?
That's crazy. That's just unbelievable. I'm speechless.
There was a lot of hugs, a lot of congratulations here at the end. What is it like to run with a field of runners this strong?
It was crazy. Like, there was I probably 8 or so people with faster PRs than me, so just kind of trying to let them do some of the work and stay patient. Yeah, just grateful.
Was there any point in that marathon where you kind of had to dig deep? And if you did, what were you thinking about when you were out there?
Honestly, the whole time I just had to stay tough. They kept kind of surging on me, and I didn't want to let the pace swing too much from myself. So I just had to just trust myself and just say, hey, I'm going to get them back. Just let them go, reel them back in.
The hard work is done now. You get to celebrate. What's the celebration going to look like?
I don't know. Hanging out with a lot of my teammates. There's a lot of people I know in town here for the race. So just kind of see some people, have fun.
Right on. The history maker right here in the flesh. Guys.
Thank you so much, Spencer, and congratulations, Joel. That was your Grandma's Marathon winner, brought to you by Toyota.
Awesome. Thanks so much, man.
This is your 49th Grandma's Marathon presented by ASICS. We will be right back.
Those of us here on the range know how special our heritage and community are. And that's why our signal in Hibbing is called Iron Range Television. Mining is very important, but there's so much more. The landscapes, the people, the community. When covering the range, we're able to stay on the pulse, focus not just on what happened, but what it means for the future. What's next? WIRT is our station. When you're watching Channel 13 on the range, you're watching Iron Range Television.
We're in heart failure here, and now his liver was failing.
Decades ago, he tried cutting-edge equipment and embraced its potential.
It was kind of a new thing. You were like the third person to try it. Were you nervous?
I loved it. It gave him a chance to get a new heart. Now, 30 years later, he's outlived expectations.
Who was the doctor that said you were one son of a gun?
Hear how organ donation saved his life. Wednesday on WDIO News at 5.
Dodge City. There ain't no better place for true hospitality.
WDIO DT Duluth, WIRT DT Hibbing. Is live coverage of the 49th Grandma's Marathon, presented by ASICS.
Welcome back to Grandma's Marathon. Jill Shakeout has been crowned the men's champion, and Lillian Chibi will soon cement herself in Grandma's Marathon history. She has built herself a wealthy lead in this women's elite pack as she comes into downtown Duluth at mile 25.
And she has really just done this by herself. No one helping her, no one to look at. Just, we saw her so many times looking at that watch, keeping herself on task. This has been an incredibly impressive performance.
Yeah, she really has had a nice time when she's been over here racing in America. I said earlier on, she hasn't raced here much. She did run the half marathon in Pittsburgh, and she did run really well there. She was second there, so gaining the confidence of being able to do the travel and do all the things. And now coming over here to Grandma's Marathon and leading from the very second she was off the line. I mean, really, she didn't even have anyone on her in the early stages, not even at the 1 mile mark. She was all alone for the women.
I think it's interesting, you guys noted earlier in her run that she was more so focused on the ground. I'm seeing now that she really has brought those eyes and her head up, and she is kind of starting to look around at the crowd a little bit. I think she's pretty well aware that she's got this locked in.
I mean, she just has worked this all by herself. I can't even tell you how impressive that is to go out and run 26.2 miles by herself. And not only that, but at a really good pace. She's not jogging out there at all. She's running really quickly right now. She has a little over a mile to go, but she has been, you know, constantly in that 5:25, 5:30, 5:35 pace, just all by herself. I think those are the kinds of paces that are so much more comfortable running when you have people with you, right? And you're looking at someone for 1 mile, then maybe you take the lead for a mile, but she's done all of this on her own.
And I think it goes to show you how professional she is. They started out a little quicker, and then I think just realizing what the temperature and what the dew point is like out here, maybe then just take a step back and be a little bit more conservative. You have to be in conditions like this. So I'm wondering, it would be interesting to hear how she felt if she did take that, you know, conservative approach over the last half of the race.
Yeah, it's been fun to watch her just look so strong to push along. I mean, brand new course to her, but she said that's why she wanted to come here and race this race, was because of the course. She wanted to see it by herself, for herself, but she saw it by herself.
Yeah, she did take fluids at Vickers. A lot of times athletes will skip their last water bottle or two because they're focusing on racing, and she did take her fluids there and took them, so she's still trying to stay on top of that hydration. It feels like it's cooled a little bit, honestly.
We're starting to get that wind more off the lake to cool things down here by the harbor side.
But, you know, we wondered early on if she was running a little too hard for the conditions, if she was running a little bit too hard, you know, early on, but she really has maintained this, and obviously she knew what she was ready to do.
I mean, as I just pull up it says it's 78 degrees, but you guys really have talked about it, you both being from up here. You really do feel the cool.
So the temperature is so dependent on where you are.
Yeah,
in Duluth. That's one of the crazy things about Duluth is you're at the lake on the hill. It could be a 10-degree difference.
But that plays a factor in the race. You know,
Absolutely.
right now she's in the building, so it's probably a warmer spot than she's in right now.
Yeah, it can be 75 maybe up where they started at this point, but it's probably much closer to the 60-degree mark
which
here.
will feel good for her when she comes down here and runs by the lake here. It's a little reprieve and some cool weather.
Yeah, for those of you who visit to Duluth, there is temperature gauge at the airport, which is on top of the hill, and a temperature gauge in Canal Park where we are, which is on the lakeside, and those are very different.
Very
they could be as much as 20 degrees.
She's on that downhill stretch now and just really grinding this one out, in complete control of this race.
Yeah, I do think it's interesting. Dakota Popane, when she ran the full one time, she mentioned to us that at the beginning she kind of picked a group of men to run with at the start and then picked her pace and pulled away. But even Chibi here, she had one man she was running near for a little while, and even then she broke away.
Yeah, she was leading that little pack.
Yes,
you know, she was
leading the men.
Yeah. She's a lady in charge, and she really has run that way today.
She definitely deserves this victory, right? She has done all the work here. She hasn't had any help, and she really deserves this run down to Canal Park.
And this is the part where you get that extra little boost from the downhill and then all of the crowd cheering. I know that fuels, sometimes they call it the home field advantage. Of course, she's entering in the final stretches, so anything is going to be a little push towards that finish line.
This is a hard part of the race. She's clearly in the lead. She's clearly going to win, but the legs are tired, right? And you're trying to find something to motivate you. You're picking for something to keep you going, to stay on the pace, to stay on that effort all the way in.
And you're so close to the finish line, but you still have to weave around and do all these things.
We joke that the course is a little cruel. Because you're right there, and then you have to go
and then you have to go up
mile.
and around.
But she's going to pass us right now.
Yep, they're making way for Lillian Chibi to come by the lake. Right behind us here on Harbor Drive. She's looking strong.
Oh, she looks great, doesn't she?
She looks great. Her stride is so open.
Yep. And then, but also not tight up top, but just really efficient. And
it was interesting to see her profile, because from this view, we can't see how big her stride is.
Yeah.
When we just saw her profile, her stride was very, very big.
Yeah.
And she looks amazing. And she's only at 2 hours and 21 minutes right now. So this is going to be a quick time. It's going to be a personal best for her for sure.
Yeah, that personal record, 2:28.29 for Chibi. She got in the Nairobi City Marathon last year. So a great improvement for her in just 1 year's time.
And this is just such a fun part. The crowds just start to get so deep, and they give you a reason to find, you know, to push that little bit more. And it just gets deeper and deeper, the crowds, and the cheers are louder, and you know you're so close to home.
The excitement, the anticipation. You've done it. Your accomplishment is right there.
And it's so different. I mean, when you're out at the start and you have that long stretch of quiet, and then you get in here and it's loud and you're tired and you just want to get there so bad. It is kind of the calm before the storm. I mean, really now.
It is a marathon of contrast.
Yeah.
You know, you're out on that quiet road, you're really hearing your breath, and then you get into the city and it's loud, but it's great because that's when you need it. The energy.
Yep. I mean, I'm sure you've had plenty of marathons that were so loud that it's almost deafening and you can't really just zone out a little bit.
Yeah.
But then also those quiet ones can be really fun, but also really hard. Like you're hearing your breath and you're hearing everyone around you.
The words of encouragement on that final push. You love to hear them.
Oh, she sneaks a peek over her shoulder, but she has absolutely nothing to worry about.
No, see anybody.
I think we are seeing
we're finally
maybe
getting
one of our
second female.
Second place finisher behind us here on Harbor Drive.
I believe it's Aubrey Friendaway.
Friendaway having an awesome run for herself here. She is going to run well under her personal best today, Carrie, of 2:35. She's going to shatter that, and she is our second athlete right now.
So many people said watch out for her. I mean, she's had a really great season. I've talked to her her training partners, Kira D'Amato, who is a former American record holder, and we all know Kira. Hi, Kira, if you're watching. But she just said, Aubrey is such a fun story. She works full time. She's a math teacher, and she just gets it done. She doesn't always get to train with everyone that at Ice-Stone coaches, but now that it's been summertime, she's been able to show up. And so Kira said, look out, world. She's coming, and she's having a great day in second place right now.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, quite a way that group of three really panned out, really spread out, that we're kind of trailing Chibi here, because now we're still yet to see a third place. But let's turn our eyes to Chibi, because her winning moment is mere seconds away. Lake Place Drive, Canal Park, and there's the cowbell.
There's the wall of noise for Lillian Chibi. She gets to enjoy that now. A well-fought, hard-earned victory.
She really put her mind to running this race, and she was not worried about anyone around her. She took charge from the very beginning and just looked so smooth and so strong the entire way.
I love the moment the red flags go up to indicate that they...
And listen for the crowd when they see her.
Yep.
I love that they give her her own lane as she deserves.
Give
Absolutely.
her the lane she deserves. Lillian Chibi, an emphatic victory here at Grandma's Marathon.
Look at the clock, 2:24:57. This is going to be a huge personal best for her as she takes the victory here at Grandma's.
Congratulations, Lillian, a personal best and a championship finish in her first Grandma's Marathon in Duluth.
Wow, that was an incredibly impressive run. There were some, not doubts, but just questions at the beginning. Can she run this whole way by herself? It's not perfect conditions out there. And she answered it, yes, I'm ready, and I'm here to deliver on what I'm ready to do.
Well, I think we all thought when we saw her time coming in that's a good time. But we had to remind ourselves where she ran it. When you run that high at altitude, as we're hearing everyone cheer now behind us, we're seeing Paige Wood as the third female, second American coming through. But we're watching now on the screen, just seeing if we can see our second place athlete. That'd be Aubrey Friendtheway.
I believe there she is.
There we see her.
Coming around.
There she is.
This is going to be a massive personal best for her, right?
Yep.
2:35 was her personal best before this. She is going to absolutely shatter that today at Grandma's Marathon.
By more than 8
and look at that knee lift coming in here.
Well, she's coming from the track. She is a track athlete that ran at BYU. She was an All-American there, transitioning the roads just fine.
Somehow does not look tired at all.
No. Yeah. She was 7th at the U.S. Championships in the half marathon this year. That was in March, and now I'm sure we're going to see a big smile here with a huge PR. That's Aubrey Friendtheway of the U.S.
Yeah, about 8-minute PR here. What an accomplishment. Second place.
Incredible how good she looks right now.
A little bit left in her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she looks amazing.
Coached by Ed Eyestone, has raced in Minnesota before, has had a number of his athletes have raced here. Connor Mance, his athlete, set the American record, I believe was called the America's Best on American soil for the 10-mile. So he's had lots of success here in Minnesota, and now again he's got to be pleased with the runner-up finish with one of his athletes.
Our third place female finisher is going to be Paige Wood, who you'll see coming down the chute here. Fun to see Friendtheway with the emotions.
Maybe a little bit of surprise, but I don't think anyone around her was surprised. I mean, I was reaching out to a number of people just doing some research, and everyone was said, watch out for Aubrey.
I'm excited to see where she takes this, right? Yes. She came in here, she knew she was fit, she knew she was ready to take a big jump, she took a massive jump, and now she gets to go with that confidence moving forward.
Yeah, such a strong finish. I mean, like we mentioned, she held her form the entire way, 26.2 miles. That was impressive to see her easily take that second place finish.
And
there.
she too kind of had that conservative approach. You know, she was with the top 3 Americans that were right behind Chibi, and then fell off a little bit, and then we came back, and you actually, Kara, pulled it up, and you were like, oh, it's Friendaway in second now.
Oh, yeah, she just knew what she was capable of, and knew it was maybe a little too quick.
Yeah.
And because she sat off that, she was able to finish so strong. You know, sometimes you bite a little too much early on, and it costs you later, but she played that perfectly.
She really did.
Speaking of finishing strong, of course, Lillian Chibi finished extremely strong. Our Grandma's Marathon champion and Spencer Pierce is with our winner at the finish line.
What an amazing finish. You built up a big lead. Where did you kind of build up that lead, and when did that all happen?
Umesema umekimbia vizuri, ni wapi uliona ukatoka kabisa?
The race was good.
Ukiniambia Kiswahili nitakwambia. Ulikimbia wapi, uliona mambo ya race vile ilikuwa?
Kosi ilikuwa mzuri. Kuna mahali tulifika ilikuwa toba, lakini niling'ang'ana.
Yes, she's saying the race was very good. There's somewhere she got into and there was some heat. But then when she looked, she didn't see much competition, so she decided to take off.
Yeah. Sorry, did you have something else?
No, she didn't say it.
When the race got tough, what were the thoughts through your head that you kind of dug deep and decided to really motivate yourself to get to this finish line?
Wakati race ilikuwa sasa ukaona imekuwa ngumu, ni wapi uliona sasa waje utoke? Ni kama maili ngapi ama kilomita ngapi?
Kilomita 10. Nilijaribu kung'ang'ana peke yangu.
Yeah, when she got into 10 kilometers, she saw there was not much competition, and so she decided to take off by herself. Yeah.
What were some things that you trained on during your training that really you were able to rely on during this race?
Kwa mazoezi ni nini uliona imekusaidia sana kwa hii race?
Nilikuwa nimeprepare mzuri, nilichapa mazoezi huko kwa camp, nikitarajia nitafanya vyema.
Okay. She said she prepared well for this race because she did Pittsburgh last month. She was second in the half. So when she went back to I-10 where she trains, she was focused for this. So there are some hills there, so she prepared very well.
Right on.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Great job, guys. Back up to you.
Well, congratulations, Lillian Chibi. She is your winner, brought to you by Toyota. And thank you, Spencer. I love just the confidence still, and she's very clearly set. Amazing training. She said she felt very ready after that race in Pittsburgh, and when she said there wasn't feeling like she had a ton of competition, she was able to just run her own race.
I love the comment. There wasn't a lot of competition, so I just went to the front. I was like, that's a woman who knows that she's ready to run fast.
And she did win by 2 minutes, so I mean, a big run by Aubrey Friendaway, but yeah, she had a good lead, and she should be proud of that.
Yeah, I just love seeing the finish at the finish line. So, you know what? Why not send things back to Spencer? Because that's where a lot of the action is.
I'm a busy man down here. I'm joined now with Justin from ASICS. ASICS, such a widely known running company. Why does it mean to be associated with a race like Grandma's Marathon?
Yeah, we absolutely love coming to Duluth. It really is a one-of-a-kind event for us. You come out, you see here, like the entire community supports it. We absolutely just love being part of that runner's journey and just playing a small part in the weekend. So yeah, we're thrilled to be here. It's fantastic.
A lot of runners this weekend said that Duluth feels like home to them, whether they're from down the street or they're from however many countries away. What is it about Duluth to you guys and to ASICS that you pride yourself on being here in Duluth from?
Yeah, I don't know. Like we have events all over the world, right? With our headquarters in Japan, and there's really just nothing like it. Like we don't like you see support at other events, but here it's just they line the streets. They take pride in it. Everyone has been part of this event for so long. They have their they have the roles they've historically done. Everyone just takes so much pride in it. So it's just so unique that the entire community just kind of is involved and it just loves it so much. So yeah, it's great.
For sure. Because you guys are ASICs, you see so much running. Is there something about Grandma's Marathon that kind of stands out or separates itself from some of the other runners you've seen?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of events that obviously are like quite historic and have a lot of history as part of the event, but here, like, they really just lean into it, I find, with everything. Like, they, even on a few days ago with the awards banquet, like, they do so good at recognizing people and involving everyone in the community. I find that piece is just really, really unique, and they do such a great job including everyone. So, yeah, just a fantastic weekend, I believe.
Awesome. Thanks so much. Guys, that's all we got.
Wonderful. Wow, what a race day it has been. I want to go back and take one last look at this wonderful Grandma's Marathon race day. It all started with the Gary Bjorklund half marathon early this morning, and those races, oh my goodness, they were so much fun. For those of you who weren't up with us early this morning, let's take a look back at this. This is Murphy Smith, and he claimed first place for the men. What a finish for him. It was an exciting moment to see him cross the finish line.
Yeah, he really patience, right?
Yeah.
Patience played off for him. It was his first half. He's fresh off the NCAA championships just 10 days ago, running the 10,000 there. Came in, said, I feel good. Let's see what I can do. Turned out he's a pretty good half marathoner.
I know. I love that. I love that we got to see maybe one of his first races here as a post-collegiate and hopefully now pro.
Yep. Yeah, just finished up at the Naval Academy. He ran a 10K last week or
10 days
within
ago.
10 days, and then came here and claimed the Gary Bjorklund half marathon crown. Following him then was a nose-to-nose heated battle between Dakota Popane and Annie Frisbee. They were quite literally shoulder to shoulder, less than a mile in, and Annie Frisbee was the one who pulled out to claim the victory back-to-back for her.
Annie Frisbee, having back-to-back titles is such a huge thing, and this is a big year for her. She's here to prove herself, and we know it. But now everyone else knows it, that she's here to stay. And Dakota Popane, we got to give her ups. New last name.
Yep.
She was the top American at the Olympics last year. She is just a phenomenal athlete, but also just such a great supporter of the Grandma's Marathon. So way to go, you two.
Yeah, she said they wanted to give us a show, and that
they did.
They did. And then coming in next would be our Wheelers champions, and this one was also a pretty heated race, a very fun one. Luis Francisco San Clemente would knock off Aaron Pike, who has not lost in the last 5 Grandma's Marathons that he arrived. Luis Francisco San Clemente back-to-back for him as well.
You know, it's always tough to come back as the reigning champion and defend your title. So really impressive for Annie Frisbee and for him to come back here with that title. Everyone knows who you are.
Yeah.
Everyone knows what you did last year, but he came back and he crushed that.
Yeah, he did.
He did. And then speaking of crushing it, our women's wheeler champion, Vanessa Cristina D'Souza, she PR'd with this victory, coming in around 139.55 to beat her personal record of 140.21. This is her Grandma's Marathon debut. So
Yes.
hopefully we'll see her coming back.
I know. I hope so. She has had a phenomenal 2025. She's a 2-time Paralympian and, just has a great resume, but this is going to be one of those things on top of it. So great race to her as
and
well.
And the best looking chair I've ever seen.
I
with
love
the
it.
cute matching top.
Yeah,
I love it.
the
We're
pink
all
chair.
about matching.
Hey, look good, feel good, do good.
Yes.
And then, of course, the full marathon runners. What a pull by Joel Reichow, White Bear Lake, Minnesota native, the arms up, the champion. He had peeled off from Sammy Rotich around Lemon Drop Hill, and just the focus we were talking about in his face.
Yeah, I think everybody from Minnesota is going to be so proud of him, especially those of us who ran for Team USA Minnesota, now Minnesota Distance Elite. This guy has been putting his nose to the ground, and he has just been quiet but getting it done, and what a fun day.
I mean, this was one for the ages, right? He ran such a phenomenal race, so patient, knew what he was ready to do, took his time, worked his way through the field, but then had this decisive victory when it came down to it. And I'm glad you hit on what this is going to mean for Minnesota and for the community that you're in. It's just amazing to see everyone succeed at the highest level.
2009. Yeah. Since we've had a Minnesota and American winner.
2009. Yeah. He came in at around 2:12, unofficial number there for Joel Reichow. But there was a really great race in the women's field because she pulled away from literally quite like step one.
Yeah.
She pulled away from step one, Lillian Chibi of Kenya. And this is her first time at Grandma's Marathon. First time in Duluth, and decisive victory for her, around 2:25, which is a PR for Lillian. She said she wanted to come here because she heard it was a great course and wanted to see it for herself. Well, that she did.
Well, the Grandma's Marathon is one of those races where it's maybe not a New York or a Boston or a London, but when you come here and you win, you get invited to those other races. So this is a big day for her.
It's a huge day for her. And I mean, honestly, I was just so impressed by the way she just took advantage of it. She knew what she was ready to do, and she ran with such authority. And like you said, Grandma's Marathon, it really sets you up. I think Dakota, if anyone, has shown that, and I'm excited to see now with Joel Reichow as well. But you win in Grandma's, you're something special, and now you can go and take that somewhere else. But almost everyone continues to come back.
I know, they love it here. So do we.
Yeah. So do we. Yeah, tons of fans came out here to support everyone. The community of Grandma's Marathon is so exciting. I'm just so happy to have spent this day with you and all of you. Thank you for joining us. Live coverage of the 49th Grandma's Marathon presented by A6 on WDIO 45 TV and the Fan 106.5 was produced and directed by Neil Slotness, assistant producer Liam Fellman, camera operators Jasmine Malone, Sean Franzen, Steph Prevo, Ethan Sherman, Eric Johnson, Nick Johnson, Glenn Callahan, and Carl Sauer. Lighting by Aaron Ornament, replay operator Megan Graftis, digital media coordinator Sue Holt, engineer Jason Chad, and board operators Joe Flatten and Ken Hayes. Race spotters Charlie Mahler and Tom Hansen. For Kara Goucher, Carrie Tollison, Dick Beardsley, and Spencer Pierce. I'm Alicia Tipke. Thank you for joining us.
Join our regularly scheduled program already in progress.
Absorbing the ins and outs of family life at sea. And Mom even has a signature whistle, like a name to call her calf closer.